If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello and welcome! Thank you for joining us for session 14 of St. Elco's Fire, a lighthearted actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. This is it. This is the finale, or the season finale, or the series finale, the season maybe? This is definitely the end of this arc. I hope you're excited. I'm friggin' excited. If you'd like to catch up on past episodes of this show, you can go to happyjacks.org/St. Elco's Fire. I hope you did that before now, because we're about to spoil all of it. If you want to find out about other shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. Hi, I'm Kurt. I'm the director of this game. We are playing Lighthearted, which is a tabletop role-playing game written by myself and Kate Potts. Which is going to Kickstarter tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So if you've been following along and you are into Lighthearted, you want to go to lighthearted.games and go tell it to notify you, or if you're watching this after Tuesday, January 26th at 9 a.m. PST, then you go click that back button and get you a copy of Lighthearted. Well, that's me. As I said, I'm the director for this game. I'm running this game. So let's throw it to our cast so we can meet them and see how they're doing today. We'll go in our standard order. Dave, how are you doing tonight?
I am fantastic. It is beautiful and oddly day that snowed here in the greater Los Angeles area. So it was a little weird to figure out what's going on today, but I am super pumped to see what the heck is going to happen with all of the build-up to this game. It's been a lot.
Yes, so indeed.
I can't wait to see where we end up. I'm super jammed.
That's awesome. Did you say who you're playing?
I don't think I did. I'm playing Harold, the outcast that I've been playing as hauntingly attractive goth guy that just loves everybody and wants to not get hunted down and murdered by darkness.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good life goal.
Yeah.
Don't get murdered.
Get murdered
Clara.
by anything.
Oh, go ahead. Clara, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm Clara. I'm doing okay. I'm a little sad that this show is ending. And we joke that this is like a TV show, and so for me, I'm like, I need there to be a writing campaign to the network so that they can do another season. I don't know what they would send, but
mail in some felt horns.
Yeah, they would send in felt felt unicorn horns.
I was gonna say little unicorns. It's sending unicorns.
Yeah, to get the show a second season. I'm playing Audrey, the jock architect clique, who is dealing with figuring out that you could say no to obligations. It turns out, and also hey, maybe look at the guy next door who is a hauntingly attractive goth kid. And also maybe break up with your partner if you are considering cheating on them instead of just cheating on them. Here's a thought. It's complicated.
Sound
very good,
advice.
okay.
Sound advice. Yeah, also I tried to get my hair to be big, but then there was not enough time or hairspray, so I cosplayed the person on the cover of the book.
Your hair is like 4 feet long, though. So, like, there isn't enough hairspray to make that happen.
No, but it is the texture of cotton candy, so it does stand up pretty nicely when you ask it to.
Did you ask it?
I did not.
Okay. There's your problem.
Yeah.
If we were in the studio, you just would have me like with a balloon, like
Yeah,
rubbing
no,
it on your head
100%.
and holding it up.
Yes.
Well, at that, Claire, how are you doing?
I am doing good. It did not snow a little bit where I live, but I live in the high desert. So I woke up the last couple of mornings to complete white, completely just like can't even look out the window without sunglasses on because it's so bright. And my little toddler had their first experience with snow yesterday.
Oh.
So that was great.
Awesome.
And I am playing Kuz. Und ja, meine Damen und Herren, guten Nacht. This is the last Nacht that we will all be gathering together for this, in this incarnation, for this show. And they're from East Germany, where the history comes from. And they like to, they like to sing. That we have found out, but mostly they are good with computers, and they're very good with magic. And when they are happy, they have a little friend, yes, a little ball of light that goes between blue and yellow. And they are very they are non-binary, as you say, and they tend to dress very jeans and t-shirt and leather bomber jacket. That is what they live in.
Nice. Joe, how are you doing tonight?
I am so excited. There's so much cool stuff I know we're gonna get into tonight, so I'm gonna keep my intro brief. I'm Joe. I play Zach. I'm a rebel traveler, and I've basically set off to prove that it's okay to start off as a really unlikable and annoying character as long as you're driven by deep trauma.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
I know.
What's wrong with you guys?
I'm really mad that's at how accurate that is.
I'm upset.
All right.
It starts early.
Okay. Let's have a game. So last time on St. Elco's Fire, we see a cut of Mr. Larson. What?
First of all, we all know the song that plays on the previously on this episode, right?
What
is
song
Carry On My
that?
Wayward Son.
Yes, it is 100%.
It has to be that song.
I'm sorry.
Carry On My Wayward Son.
That was important. We all needed to get on board with that first.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely, that has to be.
So Carry On My Wayward Son plays. The camera comes up on a bunch of shots of Mr. Larson trying to get Zach to handing Zach a dark magic book. We see Zach and Mr. Larson at their house, like arguing. We see shots of the like a shadow hound diving at Harold and them like fight and the group fighting it off. We see a shot of them slaying a douchebag, a vampire in a fancy house. We see a shot of the group like standing outside a DOS bunker, like ready to kick in the door, and like the unicorn charging the door and blasting it open. We see shots of like quick clips of them ridiculing Seymour over and over and over again. We see
Created our own arch nemesis.
I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I haven't. He's coming back to kill us.
Season 2. He'll be the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
bad in
Season
season 2.
Yeah. We see I think we see Audrey telling us, like, telling Tiffany to walk off vampirism. We see a shot of that happening.
You're fine.
Walk it off.
There's
And
no
the fangs just
vampirism in
recede.
Teen.
We see them stalking up to a feed store at night in the fog. We see them in a, like, harrowing fight where they're getting blasted by green energy and held at gunpoint, and ultimately kind of winning the day as they sort of start to fight back. And then we see Mr. Larson get away with a truck with a unicorn in the back of it, and we see them capturing Mr. Neil Sr. Mr. Neil.
Mr. Neil.
We see this interrogation scene of them finding out that the ritual to bring back Bastion has to take place below the gala at BU because there is a ancient ritual chamber down there, ancient from the 1940s. And and then I think we cut. Let's go with Clara. We cut to, like, what's another scene that we see in the recap?
Oh, I mean, like, the best one is going to be, the most important for Audrey's arc is Audrey and Harold having awkward moments throughout the series. And then the time she, when they, in the Christmas episode, she and Harold have a heart-to-heart about not wanting to lose each other. And
Nice.
almost kissing like 3 times.
Yeah. Is it like
We'll get there.
all the almost kisses, and then, like,
Yeah.
a monster shows up, or an almost
Yeah.
kiss, and then Zach is suddenly there?
Yes, that is exactly what it looks like.
Claire, what's another scene that we get in the recap?
We get Kaz on Halloween night in a redwood forest somewhere in presumably the hills of Central California. And they have wandered away from their family's bonfire, following some unknown call that the audience can't see. And I've decided that they were feeling very femme that day, so they're wearing a long flowing white dress. And you see their hand reaching up towards a glowing white figure, and then the camera turns over their shoulder and you see that it's a unicorn. There's like a voiceover, "I'm entrusting you with my son." And we get and then we see shots of Kaz failing to keep Peter from causing all kinds of mischief, and involving the gang in their charge of keeping Peter safe.
Nice. Harold, Dave, what's something we see with Harold?
Can you just give me 1 second? I'm sorry. I have a child that's asking me questions.
It's all good. So Joe, what's something we see from Zach?
We see very quick successions of flashbacks. We hear Alone, and we see that shot of Erin Strauss. She's backlit, front lit, side lit, gloss filter, hair blowing, sparkle in her eyes, everything slow motion. We fast forward to he's got his hand raised and he's fighting a vampire, and the vampire scratches the arm, and it reveals that there was a tattoo under that sleeve the whole time. And later that day, he's sitting with Erin, and he shows her the tattoo and tells her, "This is my mother's name." We flash forward to lots of adventures and lots of fighting, lots of being a badass. But it flashes back to the last moment in Paris where he sees a light in Erin's eyes, and there's a final moment that seems like it was very pregnant with something that the audience never got to see, because this is a PG-13 show.
Right.
And then we smash cut to Zach is putting together a master plan, and while he's doing so, he's thinking about times that he's had with his mother and the past and the friends that he's made, and he's reflecting on who he has to be. All of this to the tune of Carry On My Wayward Son.
Nice.
I didn't prepare any of that. I didn't write this out before we started, if anyone asks.
What's some scenes we see of Harold?
Well, I think the first bit of it is all of the times, like throughout, like even from time before the show started. So like a younger looking Harold, like high school Harold being annoyed at high school Neil, like, and like the amount of times that like Audrey and Harold ended up on a group project or like whatever, and then Neil would always be hanging around and he'd just be like, just you know, like every time he would turn around it would be a angry look or all of that, and just like the okay, I gotta wait, I'm not gonna be that guy, like just okay, bide my time. Not in a creepy way, I want to point out, but like in the like someday I'm gonna find that guy, like a douchebag in a parking lot, but and then like sort of that series of all of the like friendship moments that they had throughout life being neighbors, like establishing that sort of groundwork of like, oh yeah, it's just a good kind of friendship, and then leading up to the moments like the mini golf collapse situation, and then the you know, but then like at the end it kind of turns from all of that happiness into like the series of times things have gone very darkly lately for Harold, like almost being murdered by a shadow hound, and then the like him not necessarily going to the dark side, but like that moment when he thought Audrey had been hurt or killed, well really killed, because like in his head the way he sees those visions, they've all kind of been death related until that moment. So like he figured that's what happened. So then that's when he kind of lost it, and it took him a little while to sort of reset on that. And I don't know if he's done with that yet, but we'll see. And then the final bit of the montage for Harold has to be the 200 hours spent shopping to put together gala outfits. Like,
yes,
yeah, it's real good.
And awesome. It's set to Roxette's She's Got the Look.
Yeah.
I think we also see the moment when Kaz becomes tempted, and then like the realization in Neil Senior's eyes, and then the like moment with the traveler where he tells that, you know, your friend is touched or whatever, and like you can't travel with them. And then I think it comes up. I think, let's see, what's the last thing? And then so then like the title card displays, Carry On My Wayward Son crescendos, and and another song picks up. We hear like it's definitely like just like classical music, but with a little bit of a synth tinge to it, because it's an 80s TV show. Yeah. So like someone's playing classical instruments, but like they just edited it into the show with some synth there so that would feel modern. And the camera pans around the inside of the gala at BU, and we're looking at this huge hall with tons of tables and a big stage at the end where the go ahead.
Sorry, I had an awesome idea about the musicians.
Oh, sure.
Right? Instead, like the synth isn't edited in. They're all playing instruments that are made out of the magic light, like hard light instruments. So they just
Ooh,
sound like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good world
Nice.
building.
I like it. So yeah, so they're playing these like magical conjured instruments that are generating this sort of reverb and giving us that 80s synth vibe. And we're panning around. We see everyone in like really fancy clothes. Like everyone's wearing black tie event kind of attire. And but like all of the angles are too big, like the lapels are too big, the shoulders are too big. The pants are too baggy, right? Because
The hell
it's
you
the
say
80s.
they're the perfect size.
Yes, sorry. They're the perfect bigness.
Can I cheat and just have Wonder Woman's outfit from 1984? Can I just
For sure.
cheat? It's
from the
not
gala?
period. It's not period, but I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. So we pan around, and who do we see first at the gala?
Kaz is looking very uncomfortable in something that their mother made them wear, which is a hot pink taffeta ball gown with a pointed front waistline, sweetheart neckline, and the big leg of mutton poofy sleeves. But they have put their jacket with all of their buttons and chains over the top of the ball gown, and they are wearing chucks
I love it.
and pearls.
Nice. They will now and forever be the duck.
Oh my God, I love it.
Nice.
So they're
I love
looking
the idea of
girly.
the jacket, because you've got those big poofy sleeves. The jacket sleeves look like you're super ripped. You're like,
Yes, yes. They're like, did they put a bodybuilder in that dress?
That's amazing.
yeah.
And I think we definitely see like someone giving you a side eye, like someone's just like, what are they doing here? Like, and people sort of like scooting away a little bit from the person, not in the proper attire. And what is Kaz doing?
I think they're hanging out like right out front, like in the smoking area, just like, sup, but like in German.
It's the 80s. They'd probably be able to smoke anywhere.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yeah.
I make me feel old.
Uh,
So they're smoking in the corner.
yeah.
They don't smoke very often. Mostly when they are forced to wear something super femme.
Nice.
Because it makes them feel a little more mask.
Got it.
So
That's awesome. So we see you light up, and it like pans over to who do we see next in the gala?
I feel like Audrey and Neil Jr., who are there actually as invited guests.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how Kaz got in. We're gonna find out later, I assume.
Yeah, we'll find out.
And they're, okay. This hurts me to describe it. They are going through. They are dancing, and it is. If you've ever seen kids who have been taught to dance when they're little, for like a PE course or like for like Deb training shit or cotillion shit, it's that like really uncomfortable looking like dancing because it's still formal.
Yeah.
And I will say I've changed my mind. We're going 80s slightly off shoulder dress with the 2-tier skirt because one of those can get ripped
Yes!
off if you need to run. And there are big satin roses on it.
Nice.
Hips and shoulders, I was just looking at photos now, like, oh no, I love this way more.
Neil is certainly wearing one of his dad's tuxes.
Yeah.
So it's panning through, and so we see all the people dancing, and they're dancing to the like synth classical music that's happening, this like synth waltz, and who do we see next as it pans around the room?
I think, unless you're ready to jump in, okay. I
I like the smile Joe has.
Yeah,
I love the smile Joe has. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Joe's he's got.
Please proceed.
Always let Joe go last.
Yeah. It's fair.
Yeah.
Because then all of us have taken our actions and we can't do anything to stop whatever's about to happen.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And that's why it's perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Harold is in, and he is just really beautifully dancing with some random older woman that we've never seen before in the show. But it's somebody that Harold like managed to charm on the way in to get in.
Nice.
Like
Random strange.
yeah, just like but he is wearing now I'm gonna just tell the audience to Google this because it has to be seen.
Can the woman be the dean's wife, a la Animal House?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like the dean was probably already inside. She was like arriving and all alone, and Harold just kind of swept in and was like, "Pardon me, you look
Are you
like you
wearing
need an
boots?"
escort." So if you search on the internet in the year 2012,
No.
Prada did a men's fashion line that was all like Victorian Edwardian steampunky, and they did a celebrity photo shoot with Willem Dafoe in it and Gary Oldman. Look at it and you will just like before we started the show, I was telling Joe, like there are certain times in my life where I wish that A, I had an unlimited budget to buy clothes, and B, I was actually in shape to wear these clothes. But they're so good.
I am super fucking into this.
Yes.
Willem Dafoe and who else?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
I'm putting a link
Oh.
in chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one of these are you wearing?
Well, so here's the thing. It's gonna start off in the Gary Oldman red coat with the fur collar. And then we'll see where the night
Okay.
ends up.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Very good.
Because that's an outer layer. Obviously, there's something under it. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
So I will also put this image on Twitter for anybody that would like to check it out.
It's so fancy.
It's so
It's
good.
a lot, guys. It's a lot.
It really is.
In a
And
good
it's-
way, but it's a lot.
This
It's
line,
happening.
this line that's very like mask a femme a mask. That this is my gender right here. This is
Whatever this is, it's my gender now.
yes.
But
Really
yeah,
listening
so
to
like he is just and it's like he's got like a set of like gold red sunglasses hanging in the pocket, and like yeah, it's just
Oh man.
real good.
Nice. All
I
right,
can't
Joe.
stop looking at this.
I know, I'm sorry. Everybody take a minute, get it out of your system.
Really process it. Really take it all in.
Really let that simmer,
Yeah.
let that digest.
All right, now we're primed.
All
Okay.
right. Where do we
Um,
see Zach?
I'm not sure where Zach is revealed to be. I think he's in the crowd of people though. Erin is with him because she actually had, unless I'm mistaken, I believe
she
she
had
had
an
an actual invite. Yeah. So he's currently escorting her, but he seems to be making it a point to not be seen. He's wearing a very thick coat and he's very obviously sweating profusely. There seems to be a mustache crudely drawn on his face. It's like a cartoony mustache, and it looks like the marker has started to like drip or like something's going on there. Underneath this very big oversized coat, we see that he's got another outfit on underneath, and underneath that outfit is yet another outfit. Through the back, we see like a long like a tail, like a coat tail, like a black coat tail that's dragging behind him. But there's also he's got like a spike collar around his neck that's just tucked underneath the folds of all his clothing. And he's just really sweating right now.
Okay.
And Erin's cool with this.
No, this was her idea. We'll find out why. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe we'll go back and find out.
Awesome. So we see all of you like in your places around the event, and I think there's a moment when Neil Senior comes up to Clara to Audrey, and I think he comes up to Neil and Audrey and he says, "Oh, may I step in?"
Sure. And I feel like Neil would probably be very like confused, but sure. Like, Dad. But that's my guess.
And he he like takes, starts dancing with you, and he says, "Well, is everything in place?" And then we cut to all of you back at the junkyard, planning for how you're going to deal with this magic ritual.
I love this.
So now we cut to the camera is like, it just like goes, it fades to black, picks up all of you in the junkyard, like prepping. There's, Zach's got his crazy maps on the walls. Probably I'm guessing you've drawn out all the maps of where you astrally project into the place, so they know where everything is. You can now feel free to plan your attack.
I feel like we need a timer because we spend a lot of time planning things.
I'll interrupt you.
Okay. Are we doing can we add our things that we know?
Yeah, you guys can flash back to stuff, introduce stuff, all good.
So there's a flashback to a conversation between Kaz and their mom, where it's all done kind of through montages and things and just little clips, but Kaz is saying to their mom, telling them about what's going on, and their mom says, "Well, you realize I have to call them now." And Kaz is like, no, don't. But and that's, can we leave it there, or do I need to say what?
Yeah. So we know that Kaz. So the audience knows that Kaz called their mom, and their mom said, "Now I have to bring them in." Do we know who them is, or do we find that out later?
I think we find that out later, so it can be like a whoa reveal.
Okay. So we know that
like
Kaz
a swing
has
ring
called.
Endgame moment.
Kaz has called for backup. So I think we're just. Why don't you just give me the first part of your plan, and then we'll cut back to that happening, and then as we need the next part of the plan, we'll cut back to planning again.
What is the first part of our plan? Get in the party? Because I remember what the plan was last week, but then we changed the plan.
Yeah, the plan.
You have to tell me. I have no idea what your plan is.
No, I think the plan is get in and out chant them, out
party them, basically.
Yeah, out partying them. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bring the energy.
Awesome.
If that's what you would like to try, that is totally something you could try.
Well, we can. I think we can have a quick scene of like maybe Zach brings up the point of like he lays out everything that he saw in the astral projection. He maps out all the places, and he's like, going in direct is not going to work. And they're buried really deep behind this chamber, and I can't see past their defenses in my astral form. So there's got to be some heavy stuff going on there.
Well, we cannot fight dark with dark. We have to fight it with light.
We need to out-party these guys. Whatever ritual they're doing, we need to do a louder one.
So would you say that having more help would be good?
I think we need to throw the biggest party this city's ever seen.
Yeah, I need to make a phone call.
And that's when we get Kaz going off.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are we just inviting everybody to crash this party?
I think we are, but
Yes.
in the best way.
Yes.
There is a shot of. By the way, this song now is "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" by Captain At least, unless someone wants to change it, this is what I've got.
That's good.
No.
Yeah, this is your moment. Do it.
Audrey is printing. You see Audrey doing Audrey printing out flyers on the school, like in the library at the school, and they are crudely made. They're crudely made party flyers, and then Audrey and anyone who else wants to come going to the mall with the other cheerleaders, and just scattering these party flyers all over the mall.
Are these Kai Mu?
Yes. This is the sorority. This is the cheerleaders. This is the sororities. And there's a shot from below as multicolored party flyers come fluttering down from the top of the mall.
Nice. Awesome. So cool. So we see that like flying down. What's Harold up to?
I think Harold is gonna just go out to his car and open up the glove box and pull out the stereotypical little black book and just walk over to a payphone with a whole roll of dimes and just start calling everybody he's ever met and spent any time with in any capacity.
Can I throw a pitch? Can Harold use Zach's personal telephone line poll capsule for that?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot you made that.
I forgot, yeah. I will totally not spend $150 in dimes. That's cool.
Charge it to the city. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Nice. Breaking rules to right injustices.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. So we see everyone basically calling in the cavalry in their own way. Did we see what's Zach doing? What's Zach bringing to the party?
There's a few key things Zach's gonna do first. He's gonna have some conversations with Aaron, because Aaron's gonna make some calls to the Magency and local authorities who deal with temptation and darkness and stuff, and let them know like there's something going on.
Okay.
The next thing is he makes it a point to tell Aaron to not let him forget about the tape recorder. Everything depends on the tape recorder. It all hinges around the tape recorder. Don't let me forget the tape recorder, because if I don't have the tape recorder, everything goes out the window. And he's got Post-it notes. He's written it on his palms. He's got a small tape recorder, and it's on the table in the office at the scrapyard.
Okay.
And the next action he takes is we see him in the Elco music department wing. He's walking around. He's in some kind of disguise. He's got a rich mustache, and he's walking around, and he's just kind of like pointing at musical instruments, and he's making all kinds of guffaws and writing some kind of checklist. And somebody comes in and says, "Can I help you, sir?" And he says, "Yes, I'm Mr. Belvedere, and I'll give you $50 for all of this music equipment. You know they're going to take your funding away when they see what BU's doing tonight, right?" And we're going to leave it at that for now.
Okay. All right.
Can I get one last scene just to tie up this loose end?
Yeah.
At the mall, one of the TIFs and Audrey are passing out these dropping these flyers. And I think that's gonna. Tiff realizes that the party that that Audrey's throwing is the same night as the cheer competition that Clara had forgot about 4 weeks ago.
Audrey forgot about?
Both of us, frankly.
Listen, many things could be true.
Many things could be true.
Yeah, I think she's like, "What are you doing? Like, how are you throwing a party? Like, we have a competition."
Oh, I forgot about that part. I quit.
what? And then it's just like, I think it's just like cuts right there.
Yeah.
And so then we pick back up at the gala, and I'm guessing there's like a commotion outside, right? Like there's like a growing roar from outside the gala hall. And I believe that's when the doors break open and just tons of people just start like funneling into the gala. And like we see like the Das Bunker crowd and the all the cheer squad is like everybody's just sort of like funneling in, filling this place. And it cuts back to Neil Sr., who looks at you and says, I guess that's one way to make a distraction.
Yep. I think at that point Audrey's gonna look around trying to find the rest of the crew. And we can move on to phase 2.
And I think before that he says, I'll have to get downstairs. Otherwise, they'll know that I helped you. But
we'll meet you down there.
Whatever it is you're going to do, hurry. And he like disappears into the crowd, and Neil comes back over and he's like, what were you talking to my dad? What is happening?
Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Don't be mad. When this is over, I think we need to talk. And then Audrey goes running off into the crowd, looking for the rest of her friends.
Nice.
Once Neil Sr. disappears, and basically all of the baddies have gone to the ritual, that's when a horde, maybe like 20 or 30 punk people walk into the gala speaking German because Kaz's mom has activated the Lightborn German refugee phone tree. And so anyone who is from East or West Germany and has any kind of magical ability in the area that could get there within an hour or two has come. And they
Nice.
are dressed in their punk finest. Like, I'm talking like the Liberty spikes, but with like a satin ball gown with like Doc Martens and, a tuxedo with a big frilly shirt and like a big chain, and black eyeliner. They clearly do not understand what this aesthetic was. And they also clearly do not give a shit. And as they walk in, what's playing, can it be a little anachronistic?
Yeah.
It's Firefly by
Sure.
Rammstein.
Freaking love that song. Yeah. Okay. So that is playing. I want it to be diegetic. So like, who in this crowd starts like, how, like, do we see them taking over the band? Like, is that why Firefly?
Yes. The first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. If you don't have something,
I have a singer, but I don't have anybody else.
Cool.
The singer is the dude with the Liberty spikes in the tux jacket with the ripped black jeans, and he just starts singing the song.
He just walks onto the stage and grabs the mic.
Absolutely, 100%. Okay, and now I'm done.
Perfect.
So I think we definitely get that scene of like the stodgy old white dude trying to like, no, you can't be in here, and he's like just getting crushed by a mob. And like he just gets run over by like all these punks that just like push, and then like he's just getting shoved back further up the thing out the door. And so these people are starting to like kind of file to the sides to get out of the way and make room in the middle. But you get the sense that whoever's like the teachers here, the people who are really good at magic here, are not going to be super happy about their gala being crashed. And so you have like some time to continue to act before like a counterattack is thrown.
Zach has 2 more costume pieces to justify, so just putting that out there.
Sure.
That was my whole goal tonight.
Justify your costume choices.
Yes.
I love it.
Nice.
What a mood.
As a costume designer and a clothes horse, right on.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to resolve, but that's just in case we need to throw something to that.
Okay.
So, go.
Oh no, go ahead. It's fine.
I feel like
I have like a flashback that Harold wants to throw something else in a minute, but it's
if
just
the
for
chaos
comedy.
is starting, we still have a unicorn to rescue and a ritual to upend through the power of friendship. So,
Friendship is
and-
magic.
partying, I assume. So, I would suggest, I'd like to offer to the group that part 2 of this plan, after we crash the party, is splinter off to find the cult and the unicorn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thought.
Oh,
But we have to
yeah.
get this party started. Well,
So-
going.
Okay. And that's perfect for what I want to flash back about is when I get through all the phone calls I had to make, the last call is to Mr. Whitmore, who has some contacts in the recording industry.
Nice.
Sure.
So that I ask him if it's possible to see if he can see if Kiss is available to do a performance tonight. Like from the side of a bus outside, like they'll just pull up and it's like the fold down side stage kind of a thing, and see if he can make that happen.
Okay.
Because we know that they go over pretty well with the Das Bunker crowd.
Yeah.
Are we sure it's not ACDC so they could play Money Talk?
See, I just had to go back to the Peter Chris.
Peter Chris.
Yeah, the
Being
real
in
Peter
town.
Chris.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like,
No, Peter
everybody knows he's around. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Chris. Nobody wants
That's
to.
why he was in town.
Not
Okay.
even Peter Chris.
What's funny is in 1988 they actually did a big show in Schweinfurt, Germany.
That's funny.
Kiss.
It's amazing.
Nice. Scheiß, not again. All right. So we have Kiss playing outside. Apparently. Yeah,
Just
is
because
that?
there's too many people coming to fit in this room,
Yeah.
right?
So
it's like just
We're just
turned into a music festival, right?
Right.
Like there's multiple stages and venues and people.
It is now
all over the place.
Coachella.
Yeah.
Our hope is, at least I feel like the plan is just to get the party to that pivotal point in every 80s movie where it can no longer be controlled.
Right.
Yes.
No amount of crotchety old person
Yeah.
going, what is the meaning of this, is going to stop it at that point. And at some point, someone is going to, pants him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd surf him out of the space.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We can move forward, or we can bring in a phase 2 for Zach. Whatever you feel like is time-wise most appropriate.
Sure. Does your phase 2 happen before or after the teachers try to take control of the scene?
After.
Okay. So we get this scene of several of the teachers finally getting into position around the gala hall. And these big arcs of like colored light start to burst out from them as they are like, one of them, they're in their different specializations, right? Like just these auras are emanating out. Like one of them starts just making everyone around them super calm. And like another person starts like building physical barriers to guide and keep people where they need to be out of like yellow magic. And then we see someone just like the planter like overgrows and starts just pulling punks into the ivy that was like hung on the side, right? They're just being drug up into the walls. And so we see all of the teachers around like using their different styles of magic to sort of try to handle the mob that has broken out inside their gala. How do you all respond?
So I'm a super nerd about electronics.
Yeah.
So I am going to reroute more power to the speakers to make
Okay.
them louder.
And I'm also gonna take the mic and be like, "All right, everybody, we're having Seiko to fire. Ready? This is gala. Let me hear you make some noise."
So you're trying to maintain control of the gala as they are trying to take it away from you.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're rolling sway because you're yelling at the crowd to keep them amped.
Yes.
First off, how do you feel? What's your emotional state?
Kind of pumped. I'm like excited. I'm like, I am caught up in my own hype right now.
Nice. Where's your tempted condition?
On orange.
Okay, so hyped is like yellow, so you're still good.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. My tempted is on red.
Oh, you're right. It is on red.
yeah.
Okay, so you're good. So yeah, you can roll yellow, no problems.
Okay.
Sorry, you can be yellow, no problems. So how do you feel about trying to take control of this crowd?
Again, it's more like my own inertia is just it's an internal engine that's just going. So like hopeful, like inevitable. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that would be yellow.
Okay.
So you could roll that. You just mark stress and roll your D8.
Okay. D10.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I have it up one step. And then I also roll. You said
Sway.
sway.
Yeah.
Okay, so D6.
We'll see how it goes.
I rolled a 7 and a 2.
Okay. Do you want to keep your 7?
Do I want to keep my 7?
Because you can spend heart to re-roll your dice.
I'm gonna spend heart and reroll. I
Okay.
have 5 heart. Okay.
What'd you
I
get?
got a 7 and a 2.
do you want to?
That's all we
No,
do.
I'm good. I'm good with my 7 and my 2. What is that? A mixed success?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
a mixed success, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, I think what happens is let's see. We didn't establish the risk, so we'll sort of we'll talk it out, right? So I think the risk here is that you just want the teachers to give up, right? That's the goal. Like you want to maintain control.
I want the crowd to
to be
keep
overwhelming.
the momentum going. Yeah.
Okay. So I think the mixed success then is
Maybe they quiet down a little bit.
no, because you get them to keep going, right? You get them rowdy. I think the mixed success is that they are met with equal opposition, and so the teachers start getting even more
Aggressive.
like the magic gets more aggressive. And oh, you know what? A cone of silence hits the stage, and so the music goes out. Because we know that you can use make a cone of silence spell. And so one of the teachers hits the whole stage with a cone of silence. It's a mixed success. So I think you know who it is. Like you can see one of the teachers off in the distance who's like a beam of blue light is just like blasting from them to the stage and like no noise is happening. Like they're just like canceling it out, creating some opposite illusion sound. And so you know who it is, but right now there is the condition on the stage, silent.
Yeah,
I mean, I was gonna say, we all know how Audrey would solve that problem, but if anyone else has a better solution that isn't tackling an adult.
my little shoulder light is gonna go zoom and be like, "Ha! I'm in your face! I'm in your face!"
In Audrey's?
No, in the teacher.
Oh no, to the teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to send your familiar to try to mess with him?
Yes.
Okay. So your little yellow familiar like is buzzing around their face. How do you want to? You got to roll if you want to try to clear that condition. For the like from the stage.
Okay, what am I gonna roll for that?
You're probably rolling. I mean, it sounds like you are trying to distract them with like a bright light. So maybe glam, or you could use mental because it's your familiar.
Yeah, I will do that. So, and then do I get an emotion or do I just roll glam?
I think you're gonna need to roll yellow here because you're using your little yellow familiar.
Okay.
Actually, you have 2 colors on your familiar, right?
I sure do.
So you could roll the other one if you want, since you already have stress on
I'm gonna roll the other
yellow.
one. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the other one. So that's a D4 and a D10.
To like tell your familiar to go solve this problem.
I got a 1 and a 3.
Do you wanna keep that? I have a reason why.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay.
Let's keep it.
So your magic fails you. The light, the happiness that you should be able to call on, the abilities gifted to you by Magus are dimmed and too far out of reach. But the darkness is there, and it asks if you need help.
I think they are going to save that for peril. I think they have enough trust in the situation right now because they've still got their whole team with them. I think they're going to say, I am not quoting a president. I'm not going to say stand back and stand by. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say, stick around. I might need you later.
Okay. So you get the sense that there's like this darkness that's within you is available to you should you need it. But your familiar is ineffectual in getting the teacher to stop. It's just too dim and not bright. Like it can't really effectively do what it wanted to. But we pan around, and it sounded like Audrey had something they wanted to attempt.
I mean, again, we all know how Audrey would solve this situation, and it's not the most erudite of solutions to any kind of problem.
Zach can burn one of his costume choices for this if you want.
I think I will let Zach burn a costume choice.
Yes!
Because, again, Audrey has 2 modes of interacting with the world.
Smash.
Bubble
Smash and
right.
not feel.
Yeah.
So
Smash and no feels.
So how does a costume solve this problem?
So Zach takes off the big overcoat, and he's now, the drawn on mustache is still kind of there, but it's different now. It's kind of drooped down, and he's now wearing like a formal-ish, like a conductor's suit, and there's like a tail, and it's fancy, but he's still like tucking like the spikes and other things underneath this outfit. He walks up to kind of the area where the BU band and the orchestra is, and he kind of like starts like a very sharp gesture, like as if he's about to conduct, and he just booms out with his voice, I told you those community college kids are coming after our funding. Now we have to show them we know what music really is. And he starts conducting them to play an orchestral synth version of Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper.
Okay.
I'm willing to roll all the sway I need to roll for this.
Yeah. You definitely got to roll sway.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay,
I love
Zach.
it.
Zach, okay. Okay, Zach.
Okay, Zach.
Okay, Zach, okay. So we're establishing that the punk band is a separate area of the room, and it is being silenced, but the normal orchestral band is still there. And so we're taking control of that one, which is not silenced.
I need y'all to know that there is a Vitamin String Quartet cover of Time After Time.
I got a 10. No, not a. Well, hold on. I got 2 8s, so my D8 explodes. Let me see what happens with 10. Yeah, this is mine.
Okay. Well, an 8+ is a success. You do that. You convince them to start singing or start playing time after time.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely like a couple of people in the orchestra that are like, I told you we have to start playing to the kids. And they're just like super into it. And so they're like, fine. And they get into it and they start playing this like synth version of Time After Time, which is not a very amped song. It's a calmer song.
In my mind, I think like there's the hard light violin string section that comes in, and it's very violin to start with. It's like a orchestral version, like remix, and then but it's because of the instruments, it sounds synthy.
Yeah.
Kind of a
So this like synth violin comes in, and the kids that are not clearly the punk kids who were just here to sing Firefly are are like getting into this, and so they're starting to like the BU kids are like, oh hell yeah, this is it, and they're like starting to dance, and I think they're slowly overwhelming the teachers. Like they still have not lost control. Like you're still battling for control of this scene. So I don't think anyone is currently in control. And so it's a bit of a madhouse, but they are still acting and trying to stop things. So does anyone else have anything they want to?
Okay, I've got a plan.
I just got to cap this off very quickly.
Yeah.
Zach is conducting in a very manic, fast-paced way, just waving seemingly randomly, but very passionately. And he's profusely sweating now, and so that's why his mustache is actually wearing away. He's no longer got the benefit of that costume.
Nice.
To keep it honest. Keep it honest.
Who was that? Who was that comedian that did the whole shtick as a conductor, but he was on like a trampoline?
Oh yeah.
And like so he would like fall over like with the music and then like right himself back. He was in super shape. Oh man, now I gotta figure that out later when it's not my turn.
So what do we see Harold doing?
All right. So Harold has a plan. That's why he's got the sunglasses. They looked red because they were in front of the red coat, but they're actually sort of a deep orange. And he's going to put them on and use them to focus, because orange being the perfect opposite color of blue, he's going to focus all of his blue magic to make like 80s cyberpunk goggles on all those teachers.
Okay.
But out of blue magic, so they get to see what Harold wants them to see.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So
Nice.
like all the partiers are unaffected, but these people that are trying to stop things, like they're gonna all be like, "Oh, it worked. They all went home." That kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So
Nothing to see here.
that sounds awesome. Give it a shot.
So
I think-
mental.
I guess the risk here is probably you're straining yourself because of like this is a lot of people you're trying to put glasses on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So maybe like an emotional condition if you overwhelm yourself.
Sure. So it would be mental and blue for blue magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucky.
Damn it,
lucky.
Joe. I have Time After Time in my head.
This is why I play this
I
game.
wrote
with
a whole
Spotify in
set
the
list for
background.
tonight, y'all. I got plenty more.
Yeah.
All right. Everything's handled because I got a 13.
Oh, hot damn. So that's a 12 plus. So not only do they so that's you basically you take control of the scene. That's enough conditions between everything everybody's done to take over the scene. So they all stop doing what they're doing cuz they see what?
I think they see like security come in and clear out all the partiers and leave like the people that are supposed to be there. So like they're hearing the Time After Time because that's the right group that's playing. But like everybody's just dancing to that calmly again. So But yeah, so they think there's still a party going on, but it's just back to the way it's supposed to be. It's not an invasion.
Not a rager.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think periodically throughout the rest of the scene, we see them like interacting with people like, oh, it's so nice to see you. But they're talking to like some creepy goth guy in like a big, like
Yes.
some, lurch looking dude. Awesome. So you have a raucous party. How are you going to turn that into something that's going to help you disrupt the darkness? So I think this cuts back to the planning scene. And so we cut back and we see somebody's like, okay, sure, we got a party, but how are we going to do the thing? And then like, what's your plan? How are you actually going to turn this into something that counters the magical wards that surround this ritual?
I have a thought, but it's more about how to organize the energy, not how to disrupt the wards. So I think my plan is phase 3.
Okay.
Unless I can present it now as our phase 2, which is we need Joe's band. Or we need Zach's band.
I was gonna pitch Zach. Well, let's hear what you got, because I
think we came up with the same plan. Is honestly what it was. Which is we get Zach's band. We are not unicorn. We are not unicorns.
We are not unicorns. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To play, and they've written a special song, and that song has really easy to remember words. And
This is the song that never ends.
And we get the whole crowd to sing along with the chorus of this really easy to remember and particularly long song, I hope, or at least long enough to make this thing work. And basically it is full, like, if we can get everyone in the crowd to sing along with us, it is like an incantation or something that will help either break the barrier or stop the ritual entirely.
I had almost the exact same idea. But Dave, did you have a...
I just want to throw out there, can it be something a little bit like Freddie Mercury at Live Aid?
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
we are it.
Yeah.
Radio Gaga.
Here's how it looked like in Joe's head.
It's like scat.
I think my idea would be to have We're Not Unicorns come in at the very end. The equipment and all the stuff is already set up. So we're gonna take to the stage somewhere, and we're gonna have We're Not Unicorns play their rendition of If I Could Turn Back Time. But what we're trying to do is do like a syncopated, like, if I could turn back time, time after time, and just like create this loop
Like a mashup of
confusion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
like, yeah, just get people confused, but also like jamming to both songs at the same time, but can't, kind of like
Mhm.
disrupt shit kind of thing.
Nice. How, Claire, how are the unicorns helping focus this ritual?
Uh-oh. So, I hit my volume button by accident. How are the unicorns helping focus this ritual? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
It's people. It's not unicorns per se.
Oh, well, I was just going to try to bring the unicorns into the...
Well, they...
Since you have that connection.
Right. So they
We need
have
horsepower.
They have the ability to form like a ring around the building, and kind of like focus.
They're all Peter Chris. That's why
They're
Chris
all-
is outside.
An army
all
of
Peter
Peter
Chris.
Chris.
And they can like focus like a vibratory energy to try and kind of break down the wards via like a jackhammer, but like energy.
Okay, so they like build an echo chamber for your
Magic.
for your magic. Okay, so we
He's being
just
fed
have
by
like
this.
several copies of the band Kiss, just like standing in different positions around the thing because they can all turn into. Because Peter's like, I know how to be among the humans.
Yeah.
and it's also taking the form of, of kids playing, I guess, Rock and Roll All Night. I mean, that's probably the one.
Do they have anything that talks about time so we could like bounce into that?
Yeah.
I don't remember if Kiss has a song that talks about time.
Every time I look at you is the one that popped up. Kiss in Time.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Rock and Roll All Night is about something about time.
King of the Nighttime World.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a Kiss song playing outside that's like echoing. It's like vibing with this this chant, this incantation that's happening on the inside, or at least that's the plan. So then we cut back to the outside of the gala. Or wait, was everybody done planning for phase 2?
I think so. Are we?
Well, and also at some point the punksters also are magic users, so they might not be as good as us, but they can at least lend assists and things.
Yeah. Do we need them to like be your like charge slam into the gates?
Yeah, there are minions. There are CS.
The
Yeah.
watchers.
There are creeps.
Can Kaz and I maybe team up and try and make like a disco floor above the ritual chamber so the people are dancing on it and it's the various light colors as they step on it?
Yes.
But the lights trace a sigil.
Yeah, that's what,
Yes.
Yep.
Kind of like those theoretical sidewalks that actually like create energy as people walk on them.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
people like stamping to the music and dancing, it would all kind of charge it up, kind of a
That's
thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Since Kaz is way better at physical magic.
Right. So and you're better at like the mental stuff. So like
Yeah.
Illusions. Yeah.
you figure out what it needs to do, and I put just fucking energy into it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think that's rad.
Okay, cool. So then we cut back. We get this scene of the outside of like all the BU kids and like all the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. So like the extra flashback to that is like that whole time I was dancing with the dean's wife,
Okay.
I was laying out the sigil pattern.
Oh.
Like Kaz was watching where I was walking, so,
Yes.
so that,
Yes.
like when it's time, we can trigger it instantly.
And that's
That's
part of
amazing.
why I was trying to get the sound up, is because the sound
Yes.
was feeding into the spell to make the floor.
Nice. Okay. That's awesome. All right. So we get this like pan around of all of the different bands of all the different versions of Kiss around singing. We get like the whole school has shown up because there's like, no matter where you go, Kiss is playing. So it's like, this is something exciting. They're like, oh, awesome. They set up illusions so everybody gets a good seat.
So
So
much
they're
better
just
than
like-
Jumbotrons.
Yeah. And we see like, I think it's the BU kids and the community kids and the Elco kids like commingling outside. And back inside we see this like the band doing their thing, and I think Zach, we need you to have your band take the floor, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Is there anything preventing us, or is the crowd pretty much under my swell? Or
Yeah,
our-
you guys,
our-
you four are in control
Okay.
of the top floor of the gala.
Okay. Zach suddenly is very panicked. He's patting his pockets. He's looking for something very important, and he's freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron walks up to him, gives him a little peck on the cheek, and slides something into his hand. And Zach just whispers, "I love you." And she whispers back, "I know."
Love it.
Zach holds the tape player out towards the crowd and hits record. And he records a loop of all that's going on. And then he plays it back into the sound system. And he just keeps doing that, just creating layer upon layer upon layer of sound while the band strikes up for their rendition of If I Can Turn Back Time. I could
Nice.
roll a perform.
What do you say we do this as a montage so that everybody's helping, and then it sounds
Yeah.
like you're leading?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, because we want these to be different pieces, right? So I'm okay with it being like something that we have to. It could be like an extended kind of thing, right? Where it's
Yeah.
In order to complete this ritual, we need to get so many successes or something like that, right? Like we need to inflict enough conditions on the area to be able to do that. So the first one would be your perform check.
Yeah.
So it would be glam or sway.
Sway.
Yeah.
Which I beefed up.
Nice.
Did you just dump all your XP into Sway? Oh my god,
Yes.
you did.
I did.
I was like scrolled down and
Is it a D12 now?
D10.
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
D10.
Yeah.
Unless I go up to D12 from
You
a
could
D...
get it to a D12 if you had the XP.
Oh, no.
I am 2 XP
I'm 1
away.
XP shy.
I'm 2 XP
Yeah, so
away
here we
from grabbing time out for no particular reason. I just really like that as a skill.
Did you earn XP when you told Erin that you love her?
I'm okay. We can count that after. Let me see. That was not a great roll. I'm gonna burn a heart.
Okay.
I got 2 on both my die.
Oof. Yeah.
That's much better. I have it's an 8 on my D10, so it doesn't explode, but it's an
Yeah,
8.
but that's a success. So no conditions or anything. You
Sweet.
inflict a condition. So what's the condition that is contributing to this ritual? What's the thing that Zach contributes?
Yeah, I'm looking at, because I have this the skill captivating from my intro to arts.
Yeah,
So when I
yeah.
roll my perform on a 4+, everyone stops for a second to see what I've got. On an 8+, I can keep that attention for a while, depending on the situation. With great effect, the audience is enthralled. So I probably just have the 8+. But anyway, so I have their attention.
Okay.
I'm having the crowd clap in unison. And there's something going on where I'm overlapping the music. All 3 songs together somehow weirdly start fitting, and there's like a trance going on in the crowd. And now we've got collaborative magic going.
Nice. I'm gonna say syncopation
Nice.
or syncopated magic.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got some syncopated magic.
The crowd
Yeah.
quivers with Cinca. Patient.
Awesome. Okay. What is so it sounds like we're gonna go to Harold and Kaz last. So what is Audrey doing to contribute to this ritual?
I was gonna actually have Audrey use an old, sort of frowned upon, but also everyone uses it, cheerleading spell. That
Sure.
you know, if you it's really common at football games. It's really common at all these kind of parties, and it's just a like connectivity and like, I don't know how to describe it, how I want to describe it, but it's like it gets everyone together more and everyone really excited to listen to one person or maybe a squad of people.
Okay.
So it would probably be a common. It's like, I know I want to use yellow as an emotion because it is about hyping people up.
Okay.
And it's sort of a like, let's get on board.
Okay.
Getting people to drink the Kool-Aid a little.
Yeah. So
So-
you're gonna do a cheer.
Yeah, pretty much, but magically.
Nice. Okay.
And it's just full, and it would just be. So wait, what am I rolling for this?
Well, if you're cheering, then it's probably sway if you're trying to convince them to do something, or glam if you are just being.
It's the same spell. It's the same dice for that. So I'm rolling 2 6s.
And then probably yellow for your emotion.
And she's gonna get on the stage and take the mic and sort of help start, or not take the mic, but she's gonna get on the stage and sort of start leading the clapping. You know, the way you would do if you were in a band and you
Oh, wait.
had to guide people in clapping.
So it actually wouldn't be. I'm wrong. It would be indigo. Would be the thing you'd have to roll to convince people to think a certain thing.
Oh, because it's an enchantment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't just like aggro the hype.
So if it's a spell, then it'd be indigo. If it's just you being like leading a
Like,
crowd,
I think it's good. I think it would be more likely to be yellow if she's just
Okay.
using something that because I feel like a full-on spell is kind of not a nice thing to do to a mass group of people without their permission.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so just rolling yellow for how she feels about it.
Cool. Oh god. I would like to burn a heart
Yeah,
because that was a 3 into 1.
hearts burn bright.
Oh man. There we go. I got a 7.
Okay, so you do what you wanted to do. You get them to act in unison or to follow someone's orders, which in this case I'm guessing are Zach's.
Yeah, they are eating out of Zach's hands from now on.
Okay, so you're cheer squatting for Zach. So I think so we need to give you a condition or have some sort of setback there.
Oh man.
What's a good condition there? You quit cheer, but you just did a cheer.
Oh man.
So I think you are regretful.
Yeah, sure. Verklempt.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the graduation goggles?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's
So-
one.
So you're feeling a little remorseful for dropping out of cheer.
Also, can we establish that the wicked scar is wicked now, so it's no longer a physical condition?
Sure. Yeah.
However, you can see it in the dress she's wearing. It's that big scar on her shoulder from getting mauled.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I cleared the electrical burn condition
Because it's
like
a wicked scar now.
yeah, it's healed at this point. It's
Yeah. It's been long enough. Okay, so and then what's the condition we want to inflict on these people? Is it like all eyes on Zach?
Yeah, I think so. Or like all hyped up. I don't know. Like super hype.
Okay.
get with the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just have hype. Okay, so
Yes.
then how do Harold and Kaz take this ritual home?
Well, like this is our dance floor bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. All right.
Why don't you start, person who's been in the room for the last 10 minutes, and I'll fill in.
Oh yeah, well, this is just the idea with the disco floor light show thing that we had before. So
Okay.
we're gonna make that work.
Lead the line dance, my friends.
Is that it? Is
We
that
need
how we have to
something to-
activate it? We
Well,
have to dance it up?
yeah. Or, yeah, we have to dance.
I mean, like having the crowd do choreography feels like this show.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
suddenly the crowd knows choreography.
It's that scene from A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Angel.
if I could turn back time after time,
Yep.
if I could turn back time after time.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You know what? That's even more perfect because I found the watch that Harold's wearing. It's freaking gorgeous. It's a rose gold with a diamond border Patek Philippe from 1988.
Oof.
Which is just fabulous, and I will again put that image up on the Twitters.
Yeah.
But so like I think he takes it off, and the diamonds catch the light of the magic.
Mhm.
Like this is the perfect time. Yeah. So he takes off the red coat to start the dance. And then I will
Please tell
also...
me he like throws it off though.
Yeah.
It has to be tearaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just to open and then like the shrug off, right? Like just leave it in a pool on the floor.
Harold's got a $200,000 watch.
Sure.
Yeah.
His
It's got a
daddy's
black
got
card.
money.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's got that black card.
Listen, nobody put a price tag limit on that power, and so I'm using it.
So that's the one time you get to use it this session. I got a $200,000 watch and you can't stop me.
Listen, rich is a superpower,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's true.
That's
Batman proves
Batman.
that.
and it's even better when it's somebody else's money. So come on.
We're saving the world. It does not come with. It's priceless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can have the watch back later. But
I don't think he wants the watch back, bruh.
yeah, fair enough. Maybe
But
it's
do
just a
he like-
rental.
But do he like the booty?
Yeah. So he shrugs off the coat and switches into the it's sort of a very tight-fitting all white tuxedo jacket with like almost like a footman's jacket underneath, but like it's just like after the red coat disappeared, it unveils the fact that everything he's wearing is all white, right? And
I don't think we've ever seen Harold in white. Like even Audrey
Yeah.
as kids, like Harold was like a little goth kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but think of like the twins from this first Matrix sequel, like
Yeah.
that kind of all white.
yeah,
He's
Awkward.
Harold the White. He comes to us now at the turn of the tide.
yes.
I was drinking, Joe.
Awesome.
Yeah. I have to find that picture again, but anyway. So then, like the watch catches the light when he starts to do the time after time choreography in front of everybody.
Can't
Like-
believe we're doing this.
Just doing it slow enough that the crowd can catch on to what's happening. So like he's just pushing out the like. I guess it's just pushing out glam. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what type of magic that would be, but like
So it sounds like you two are working together, right?
yes.
So does one of you want to be the helping person and the other one rolls to like control the power of the spell?
He's got the brains. I'm just the battery.
Okay, so it sounds like glam. You're rolling glam, Dave, for sure.
Okay.
And it sounds like Claire, you're rolling blue. If you're helping, if you're the battery.
Yeah. Yes.
And then probably the same for Dave. You're probably rolling blue as well. This sounds like illusion magic, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Can it be? Can I do yellow instead?
So yellow
Just-
magic is conjuration, but if
Yeah.
you're not actually
Well, if I'm doing glam, can I do yellow as like my emotion, like the happiness, the joy of?
so
Being fabulous.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so because only because Kaz is providing the juice for the spell.
Yeah.
So
Like,
they're
Kaz
providing
is
the
the
blue
magic heavy
magic,
lifter for
and
sure.
you're just
Yeah.
directing it with your glam.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Lucky.
So Kaz, you roll blue as well, and then you all get to keep the best of the 3 dice.
Okay.
And this gets any of the benefits you would get from your wave affinity and all that stuff.
Okay. Great. Clear.
So 7 is a partial success, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take it. No, you know what? I got enough heart. I'll use a heart. I'll try.
I got a 3.
Excuse me.
Oh, trouble in River City, my friend.
Oh, all right. I'm spending a heart and re-rolling.
Okay.
12.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I have a D8 and my 8 exploded and I rolled a 4.
that was worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I upgraded to a 9, but I think that's still partial success.
9 would be a full success, but a 12 is
Oh.
great effect.
Okay.
So you can keep the 12 and get your great effect.
Oh, okay.
So between the two of you, you are able to do what you wanted and more. So tell me what it looks like. Like, describe the scene as you break down the barriers of the dark magic wards that are below this structure.
Do they have illusions up? Like, do illusions kind of disintegrate around us to see like a seedy underbelly of this place that we're in?
I don't think
It's like
so
a few
because
floors
it's
down.
yeah, because that's down below. I will tell you what's gonna happen when the wards fall. I have an idea for what happens when the wards fall. I just want to know what the scene looks like up to that point.
I mean, it's like the Live Aid thing where people are just like, like they're just doing that ad nauseum, and like it's slowly turning into like a Woodstock, vaguely orgy-ish, but not quite. Like people feel like they're on E, but they're not. Like,
So we start getting that like the lights blur. We get motion blur on all the lights and stuff.
and there's like, and anybody that's got like a familiar at all or can produce any kind of visual magic, there's just like these little like trailing sparkles flying through the air everywhere, and it looks like just it like people should be doing this, you know.
Yeah. I want to say that like the dance routine I do, it focuses around time and the watch, but it's like a goth version of the Macarena, right? Like it's just that thing that's gonna
no.
catch on and roll out to the masses. So like it's gonna be that thing that everybody knows, but nobody wants to admit they know.
Right.
Like
Hey, Goth Arena,
Oh my god. It's
So-
upsetting.
like as that happens, but like everybody's also stomping their feet in time.
Mm-hmm.
So like it actually starts to shake the building a little bit because there's enough people, and like everybody stomping at the same moment is now creating that sort of harmonic shake. So I think that the magic flowing through that is what kind of breaks down the wards,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Like, and like everybody gets into it enough, and then like Harold slips off to the side. Like after everybody's doing it and knows what's happening, he's like, good job.
I think the camera like goes like pans up, like spins around the crowd and like comes up to the roof. And so we're looking down at the dance floor and we see the sigil work that they've built by the choreography and all of the like ambient magic that's just sort of like floating out of them and out of the crowd and being like it's bouncing off the walls, echoing back and going right into the sigil work. And then the camera pushes through the floor and we see the like this weird rainbow like opalescent funnel drilling, like just smashing into these dark wards and just like grinding it down. And then there's a shatter where like what looks like glass smoke just stops, and the like everything upstairs starts to like flicker, and we get these like weird dimensional rifts where suddenly it's snowing in a portion of the room, and suddenly it's like really like there's just like fire just like burning in a corner of the room, like just flames, and it's like all these little dimensional connections have been made, and the walls between different realities have broken down as the ritual they were doing downstairs to find the right realm to pull Bastion from is let out. And it is affecting all of the area around.
Huh. Maybe those words are up for a good reason.
As you breach the containment of the nuclear reactor downstairs.
Oops.
Wait. We're that guy from Ghostbusters. Damn it.
Damn it.
True, Your Honor, this man has no dick.
So
And then we cut back to the planning phase
Oh no.
to find out what you thought was gonna happen.
Oh no.
When we cut back, can we have Zach on the table and everybody's gonna be like, if I can turn back time, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and then we go rescue the unicorn and we go home and we go to sleep because we have.
yeah, and that should break down the wards so we can just nip down, or Zach can pop on in. We can grab the unicorn and pop on out.
Sounds like a great plan. Yes, everything should go according to plan, and we shouldn't have to have any contingencies whatsoever.
What could go wrong?
We thought of everything.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I'll be right back.
And it cuts, and we get like a commercial break. And and when we come back, we find you all stuck in the middle of the dance floor with these like weird reality bending, fissures, just like warping through the crowd. And like suddenly someone is covered in ice, and I think we see Cherry. Is it Cherry? What was the name of the pixie that Zook made friends with?
Ginger.
Ginger. We
yeah.
see Ginger like fly out of one of them and like find Zach, and she's like, "What the hell is going on?" Like screaming in his face.
Fun fact, we broke reality. We're fixing it.
Is there any kind of lore that Kaz might know about what is happening and how to fix it?
Sure. So there's certainly like
I sure hope so, because the rest of us don't have a clue.
I like it better this way.
Zach's fine with this.
We know, honey.
Chaos babies.
so why don't you roll for Kaz, and let's see if they know maybe how to like deal with this sort of situation. Like
Cool.
roll mental maybe.
Mental. Oh, you wanted me to roll mental. All right. Watch me roll a 2 now. Now that I've been
9.
9.
Not a 0, but a 9.
Did you succeed? 9. So you've heard of dimensional travel before and like rifts to other dimensions, and your friends said that they ended up in some weird winter dimension for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
And you probably have some ideas about how Zach's power works, because I think they've taken you for a ride before. So this is sort of like that. You've breached into other realities, other dimensions, and they are spilling out into your world. Your best bet is stop whatever's doing it.
Okay.
I would like to suggest redirecting the unicorn situation to bubble the area we're in so that we contain any damage to building the gallows. Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that whatever they're doing would keep things contained for now.
Yeah.
Within the area. But
the last thing we wanted it to break out.
Yeah,
right.
It's slowly spreading, right?
Uh-huh. Cool.
This is fine.
This is fine. I think this is the phase where we go downstairs.
Yeah, I think I think we should go downstairs. I don't think we can do anything else from up here.
Yeah. Time to go downstairs and do some punching.
so the camera, like, it cuts and it picks up down in like the hallways that we've seen before. As I think, do we want to? I think we just cut to. I don't think they expected an attack because who would do that? So we just cut to you all like getting to the top of the that room that I described last session, which looks kind of like the chamber from Captain America, where they have all the like old 1940s computer equipment and stuff, and there's like tubes and things and a bunch of readouts, and it's all that like steel gray, everything is like that. So it's like a research center down here, and at the far end of it is like a big bulk door that Zach's astral form couldn't get past because of the wards. And so we pick up with you all down there, but there's like stuff spilling out of other realities down here. And so there are like you see a couple of shadow creatures like down in the bottom, like down in the pit between you and the door, that have sort of like busted out of a realm of darkness.
First thing, just for fun dramatic effect, Audrey, as they get into the room, Audrey stops and tears off the bottom tier of her skirt, so it's now shorter, and revealing a garter belt with the unicorn dagger or knife thing in it, and is like, cool.
Oh,
I'm here for this.
So
also,
I think can we flash back to the moment when Neil tries to come with you?
Oh, fuck. This would be a bad time to break up with him, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do
Where are
it.
you going? We got to get out of here.
I have look. And she thinks about it.
You are so good at this.
This is such a bad time, and I really wish I could explain, but I can't. But I honestly think that we've been drifting apart for a really long time, and I have a lot of things to deal with right now. I have a lot of things to deal with right now, and I just, you know what? I don't want to hold you back from your life. It's not you, it's me. I'm just moving in a different direction with my life, and I have to go save the world, kind of. I have to go save a very small part of this world.
What? Like he's just...
I didn't plan this very well.
Wait, are you breaking up with me? Is that what just happened?
And she's frozen.
Is Claire frozen?
Which is perfect.
Oh.
Crippled with fear.
Oh wait.
Okay, you're back.
Back.
Oh my god, it froze. my computer's like, your internet connection's unstable. How dare you?
I'm fucking well aware. Thank you.
So he's like, are you breaking up with me? Is that what's happening right now?
If that's what you think is best, I think we are.
What? No. Why would you do? We have to leave. This is.
I don't think we're right for each other anymore, and I'm so sorry. And like, I think that may be how she has to end it.
This is like.
Can you tell I've never broken up with anyone?
And then there's like the turn and walk away where he's just standing there dumbfounded behind you as you all make your way into the
Well,
And it plays this sad do 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 do.
I think it's totally the like after that happens and Audrey goes farther down the steps, that's when Harold comes around the corner and is like, "Excuse me, sorry, Neil."
Pats him on the shoulder. That's rough, buddy. Keeps going.
No, like I don't think he knows what happened.
No.
But he's just like, I'm off to defeat the darkness. Bye. Might want to get to safety.
No time for boyfriend. I have to save the world. Peace.
You might be cute if you weren't a douchebag.
Well, it would be easier to break up with him if he wasn't nice half the time. It just kind of an unfortunate side effect.
Yeah, our GM decided to humanize him because he's a monster.
Yeah, sorry. This is the worst.
Monster.
Maybe you should go make friends with Seymour.
Oh shit!
It's okay. It leaves room for a later season when Neo comes back and has had a glow up,
Yeah, there you
or
go.
is evil.
Or is evil now.
One man's
Yeah,
ex
it's
is
like the
another
dynamic
man's
duo of evil is Seymour and Neil.
It's all the people we've wronged. We'll create a supervillain group.
I don't think it's
do
necessarily wrong to break up with somebody, and I don't think we should say that it is.
It's
Yeah.
not wrong to break up
No,
with someone.
no.
It is wrong to maybe do it like that.
Well, yeah, you know what? I will cede that for
Look,
sure.
I realize the house is on fire, but it's just made a lot of things really clear to me.
I've had a lot of time to think now that, we all might die tomorrow, and I've had a lot of time to think, and I just don't think that we are right for each other. Bye. We
I
might
just
die
realized
tonight.
I wouldn't save you if I had to, so I'm gotta go.
Someday in the future, we will die.
Do we see? Does Zach have anything to say to
It's
to
the reverse
Aaron
of the really
before
sweet,
before we get to the bottom?
Okay, just like we planned. You know when to do the thing.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
you.
I love
I'll
you
always
too.
come back for you.
Be careful. What is she holding so that I know what the thing is? Does she have like a thing?
It's more
like,
of a plan that we discussed.
Okay.
That she would. So she's like the Deus Ex Machina that we might need later
Oh sure.
for
okay.
whatever reason.
So if Zach needs to flashback and tell us how he saved everybody, Aaron is
Yeah.
ready. Okay. She's like,
And
I'm
that's
ready.
when
Don't
the
worry.
agency shows up.
I won't screw up.
Like she's doing the authorities and the agency thing.
Right. She's gonna bring in the
cavalry.
authorities
Yeah.
when it's
Also-
necessary.
I need you guys to know that as we were entering into phase 3, Hungry Like the Wolf just came on
Nice.
in the back, and like as we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go storm the
Oh, because
castle
you're listening
now."
to the soundtrack.
Because I just have this on in the background.
Nice.
Perfect.
I have Spotify on in the background.
So Hungry Like the Wolf is playing as 3 giant shadow hounds step out from behind the equipment between you and the door.
This is fine. Question for the GM.
Yeah.
How common is it to maybe turn into other creatures as a using magic?
So green magic is transformation.
Awesome. I have a plan.
haven't had anyone try to do it yet, but
I have a
can't
plan
wait.
to do something really stupid, but I feel like you're gonna appreciate it. So Audrey takes the unicorn dagger and hands it to Harold. And goes,
What am I gonna do? Okay.
you mess with the bull, you get the horns. I'm sorry I had to do it.
just take a heart. Just take a heart, please.
And I really need it, thank you. And I would like to use green magic
Yeah.
to turn into a giant bull.
Yeah.
So I can take out as many of these things as I can in one go.
For sure. That sounds amazing.
Go Toros.
Yeah.
Oh, Toros.
It's our school mascot. I had to do it.
Yep.
I said, "Burr, it's cold in here."
I think at this point she's feeling a little aggressive, but it's green magic, so
Yeah,
She
you gotta roll
chugs a red
green.
minotaur.
So that'd be a D4.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's a new scene downstairs, so I'll let you reset your emotional states.
cool.
Does
It's
that
still a
make
D4.
sense?
It would have been better if I was still on yellow.
And you can clear any stress from the last scene.
I mean, like, I feel like she no longer is worried about being a cheerleader again.
It's not that kind of stress, honey. It's a different outlet.
What kind of physical trait is this?
Oh, this is Bod, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll
You're
take it.
turning into a thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, this isn't my best roll, but it was worth it for that line.
Isn't Bod pretty good for you?
My bot's she's a speed demon, not a
Oh, okay.
yeah. That was a dumb choice on my part because she ended up being kind of a himbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Clara.
Okay.
Clara, okay.
Okay, so we got a 9. But I did crit on a D4 twice.
Nice.
Nice. All right, cool. So a 9 is a success with no complications.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you are attempting to attack the Shadowhounds, which means that you succeed without taking any consequences. Tell me what it looks like. So I think I'm envisioning you up on one of those like where the door is a story up from the downstairs area, and you're on like that metal grating with the metal bars, and there's like stairs down.
Okay.
So you could like run down the stairs, you could jump off the edge, whatever. What happens?
She superhero lands from the second story onto the first.
How impractical.
It is incredibly impractical. She's doing it in a dress. Like it's all kinds of like the stunt people are like scoffing in the back when this shot gets filmed. Like barefoot teenager in prom dress turns into bull.
That's also the episode teaser image.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I've seen this episode of Buffy.
Yeah.
And as she like stands up for like she lands in the superhero pose, and as she stands up, she sort of melts into this bread, like I want to call like a large bowl, and my brain only comes up with the one from the last unicorn. I do not care. But
Ooh, the red.
Can you be because we established in this world we have Red Minotaur, which is Red Bull. Are you a version of that?
I was gonna say she looks like the statue from the Elco
Wall Street?
quad.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
apparently they have a bull statue.
Hang on, let me pull up a picture, and I'll put it in this little area down here. Go ahead, keep going. So yeah, you look like a big breast bull.
And she just and she just beelines straight for one of the as many Shadowhounds as she can get, and does not actually care about collateral damage in the form of immense property damage. So anything in the way is getting hit.
Nice. Okay, so you are just destroying this place.
Yeah.
But in the process, you definitely take out one of these hounds.
Awesome.
And the other two are focused on you, and you are a giant bull.
And you are a giant bull.
And you're a bull.
And
you're a horse.
And you're a horse.
What happens next?
And you're Peter Chris.
So she takes out the.
At
She
least
took out one of the 3 giant dire Shadowhounds?
Dire
To
Shadowhounds.
use a common parlance.
Is she in peril?
She seems to be holding her own. She is never outnumbered because she is
Do
a
you
warrior.
need someone to be in peril? That can be arranged.
No, no. I just
Zach is out of costume options. So.
Go get into some peril.
because Kaz isn't gonna tap into that dark, tempted energy unless they feel that there's a threat.
I feel like you see Audrey's in her element right now. She is literally a giant bronze bull, and she is murdering things.
She's probably been needing to do this for a while.
Yeah, this seems like a nice. She's honestly, this is cheaper than therapy.
In that case, Kaz is just gonna send their little their little familiar to like bother to like poke at the heads of the dire wolves, the dire hounds,
Yeah.
to be like, you're a wolf. I'm a light body. You're a wolf.
Okay.
In the
You ever
way
see
that
a dog bite at a butterfly?
in the way that like only
And
a
that wolf
4-year-old
explodes.
can.
I see Sky Reason.
Okay.
Sky Reason.
So tell me what do you want to roll to do that?
I'm like, I don't want to roll anything. I want to just say I do it and do it. I guess probably.
Because you're trying to hinder the wolves, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, so it would either be motor because I'm trying to affect their motor, or mental because I'm using my brain.
I think mental's probably fine here.
Okay. And do I need to roll an emotion, or is it just the one roll?
It is. Yeah, you roll an emotion with it.
Okay, where is like determined? Is that green? If I'm just like, I'm gonna do this.
Here's our bull. It's on the stream.
I have to go to the stream now.
Okay, so yeah, so you're rolling mental, and how do you feel about trying to mess with these wolves?
Where would resolute be? Like in green or?
If you are at peace with this action, it'd be green. If you are feeling like resolve, then that's probably orange.
Resolve is probably closer. Okay.
Yeah.
One.
I'll just put this up in the corner of Clara's screen. Clara is a bull.
Clara's a bull. And you're a horse.
And you're a horse. Ooh,
I didn't have a cutout version prepped, so it's got like
It's okay.
stuff around.
I
Does
appreciate it.
explode?
Ooh, yeah.
My 6 exploded twice.
Nice.
So that'll be
Damn.
We're wasting our luck, guys.
14.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
It's so I can die and get tempted later. It's fine.
so
We're rolling
so
like
they're-
dogs tonight.
I think you're trying to distract them, right? Just to like keep them from attacking. So I think you get both of them because you get great effect, right?
Yeah.
So does that sound fair for great effect there?
Yeah, and I kind of imagine that they're like, instead of paying attention to what Audrey Baudry is doing, yeah, Boldry. I like Boldry. Instead of paying attention to what Boldry is doing, they're like, like trying to bite at the little sprites. that
For
they
sure. So they're just like they're going rabid at the illusions that have been created. So what do Harold and Zach do? Or do you just
Harold's
watch
got
as Audrey finishes off these wolves?
Harold's like, that's real interesting.
Harold, do you have something in mind, or
I think
you've got the dagger?
Oh, damn it. I forgot the dagger. I was like, I think Harold, if you don't mind going first, I think Harold is actually a little kind of petrified for a minute.
This
like
is the thing, yeah.
Yeah, like
oh yeah, you've got trauma about the
he
hellhounds.
didn't specifically fight one at the garage or whatever that was before. And like, yeah, I don't think he's ready to wade in there, but he will if he has to, kind of thing. But he's probably standing on the stairs and holding the dagger, and like, you look, you know, that look of like somebody that's like psyching themselves up to do something. Like he's kind of like, just get in there and stab one of those damn dogs. Just, come on. Like convincing himself to do it, kind of a thing.
Cool. Zach's gonna call out, "Ginger, bring some heat!" And he's gonna make himself a target. He's gonna kite one of the hounds away and have Ginger blast it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you like run down and try to get their attention, and
Yeah.
awesome. You can probably roll sway there if you wanted to.
I'm sure Ginger wants to do that. Let's see.
Oh no, not to convince Ginger. I mean to get the dog to follow you.
Oh, for the okay
To make
cool.
the opening for Ginger to
For the taunt, yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled a 10 on my 10.
Nice.
12.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's great effect. So yeah, you maneuver it into just the right position.
Swear I'm not cheating these dice. This is like
Right?
uncanny how I'm rolling tonight.
I hate that we're not all in a room, so you can't tell that we're not cheating.
Like I'll tilt the camera down. It's like this is crazy.
Honestly, my opinion of cheating in role-playing games is like, if you need it that bad, then clearly you need it. Like,
Right? Yeah. I mean,
this
I
is
feel
the
same
night
way,
when you just
but-
need
You
that
need the
win,
win.
and you need to cheat to get it. Then like, I mean, I'm not gonna call you out because you got something going on.
That was my hot take as well.
This is a game about telling a story, not about winning. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
If you need it, you need it.
Don't worry, I'm convinced my luck is going to change, if only because I've rolled too well for the stab costs. so far.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think this ends with Audrey getting stuck in the form of a bull, and I'm
Well,
scared.
One of us
And I
won't
think
make
the
it.
fact that I dive into any failings when I roll badly shows
Yeah.
that I am not afraid to roll badly.
Yeah. Also, I just trust all of you, so it's fine.
Aw.
Aw.
Okay, so yeah, so you definitely get this this hound to like move to the side enough that you're not in risk of Ginger blasting Audrey.
Yeah.
And so Ginger's like, oh yeah, and like flame like fires out of like shoots up out of her hands, and she's just like, it's like this blast of flame just like courses through the thing, and she's like, oh, these things come apart easy, and she's just like just like slashing at it with these beams of fire.
She's
The
just
place is,
horrifying.
yeah, fortunately this place is like metal grating and like old steel, so you're okay there. But there are a few little fires that have started. Also, probably because a lot of equipment was damaged, and so the like steel casing was broken open, and so like the interior electronics have been scorched, and they are now on fire because the bull has been knocking stuff over and ripping things out of the ground. So yeah, but nobody's taking any conditions because of the 12 plus. So one of these things is taken out. That means there's one left. What do you do, Harold?
All right, it's the time. I think Harold is gonna run in there and just almost like, not in actuality, but like emotionally, he's going like this and running at it, right? Like he's just like, I don't want to see this. Just like, yeah, it's like a wild ass charge down the last steps and across to this dog to try and stab it. Just, yeah, that's not his jam either.
The mom in me really wants to be like, it's okay, honey, it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but it's totally just like.
Oh my gosh.
So would that be motor?
Yeah, for sure.
Or okay.
Yeah. And probably like blue scared, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Face
no,
your
not-
fears, Harold.
Yeah, face your fears.
So yeah, here we go. There it is. Well, gonna spend a heart.
Okay. That's what they're there for.
That's the other thing we've been doing is we've been burning through heart.
Yeah.
Ooh, which I definitely think I got XP
Yeah,
for
well.
playing the cheerleading squad.
It doesn't go so well.
Oh no. What's your final?
A 3.
Okay.
That's the best I got out of all 4 ties.
So
Seeing that Harold really needs this win, is there any chance Zach can help position? Because like how I see it is like Harold's running blind in totally the wrong direction, and can Zach goose the hound into the right way or chase it into the right way to be helping him?
I think before you gotta say you want to help before you roll.
Oh, okay.
And I think Harold is the one who's able to prevent stuff from bad from happening. So I don't want to steal that away as like the cool thing
That's true.
that the
That's
Celestial
true.
gets to do, even though it means that he gets hurt.
No, yeah,
It's fine.
It's totally fine.
So-
yeah. It
so,
totally makes sense.
So a 3 or less is like that's like a bad thing happens. So you're charging this thing, and I think. How do you want this to play out? Do you want it to be like a fumble, or do you want it to be like you did well, but these things are just better than you? Like, how do you want it to look on camera?
I think it's more of choice 2. Like, I don't think Harold's gonna be like, "Oops, I
not like a
tripped
trip
and I
in the
threw the
grave.
dagger."
Yeah.
Like I think it's like he gets down there, but the thing was ready, like because he started like this battle charge yell thing, like just coming out of the pit of his stomach, and like he gave himself away. Like if he hadn't have been all then it would have been a little stealthier maybe, but it was ready when I got there.
So you charge this thing, and the dagger just goes like a little high, right? And so it catches you, like you go to stab it, but like you're a little too far, and your weight is off, and it catches you and like bites into your midsection and like ragdolls you this way, and like you go flying into some of the shattered electronics, and we see like sparks fly and Harold like land on the ground.
Oh yeah,
So,
like Star Trek bridge crew.
Yeah.
Danger. Yeah.
So I think you are. I think I'm going to give you. Well, it's not a crit fail. It's not snake eyes. So you're going to take the condition.
Red shirt.
Rended. As this thing like bit into you and threw you across the room. But you can spend heart to resist and say like, my clothes were too cool or whatever, and like I had armor plating under my cool clothes or whatever, so I don't actually take the condition.
I could also tell you to walk it off.
That's true. You could tell him to walk it off later.
I'm all like just giant bloody patch, and you're like, you'll be fine.
You're fine. Rub some dirt in
Your
it.
jacket's tight. It's gonna stop the bleed. It's fine. You know what? I'll try it. I'll try an as if.
Okay.
Not that it's armored clothes, but I think that it's like it's so many layers.
It's
Oh,
that
like it
polyester
just got
band.
clothes. Like it couldn't get purchased on your skin because there's too many.
Yeah,
layers of
like
clothes?
it caught in and yanked that as it threw me. So like instead of taking the wound part, like I still got thrown, but like yeah.
He's got tossed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. What do I roll for that?
So so you're trying to resist. So you're resisting a physical condition. So you roll bod.
Okay.
And actually, because of the way that you've described this happening and the way that you've set up your character for this whole scene, I'm going to say you can roll glam
Okay.
to resist because it's your outfit that's saving you. And you roll whatever emotion you think about this, however you feel about it.
Well, I think I got to go with blue again because.
And then this will just determine how many heart it costs.
Okay. Well, hold on. A 12.
Nice.
Oh, shit. So it costs 0 heart.
Oh.
You shrug
snap.
the outfit off, and you're in an even better outfit.
Your
Is this-
outfit saved the day.
If this is
All
a
right.
CW show, he's shirtless. Let's be honest. We've all seen Riverdale.
Yeah, I mean, if you're okay with that for Harold, then yeah, you
I
can
mean, if you're
totally
okay
be
with that for
shirtless
Harold.
now.
Yeah. No.
Are you okay with me objecting Harold in my mind?
That's totally fine. I don't have any problem with that. I think that's one of Harold's goals in life. Is
Objectified.
make everybody do that. Like,
But like, do you need your clothes for the next scene? Is the other question.
no. You know what? I think like
Harold never needs his clothes.
That's true.
I don't know if it's shirtless or if I want to do the like strategically torn.
Oh yeah, like you can
Sure.
see abs and like a
Yeah.
peck from
Wait.
the like
Yes.
torn silk.
Oh,
For
and like
Adam?
maybe like a good quad because like his pants are a little bit torn too.
For Adam, how many abs does he have?
Well,
Roll for abs.
he's not the Adam style like corn cob torso,
That's true.
but like he's in good shape. Don't get me wrong, but it's less like crazy workout and more like crazy
More lean.
swimmer.
Got it.
I,
Yeah.
Cool. So
It's okay,
2
Audrey
abs.
has abs.
Two
Two abs.
long abs.
Yes.
Like
Okay, so he doesn't have like the little but it's still got.
no, 2
Yeah,
leaf
yeah.
springs. He's got 2 leaf springs. Like his body's one
Yeah.
big bicep.
So he's 80s cut, not
Yeah.
2010.
Yes.
you know what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like post Marvel Cinematic Universe cut.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
God.
Not
Not
dehydrated.
He's not post Wolverine cut, is what you're
Yeah.
telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that we're all on the same page on this.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have to spend a week planning for this
You
scene.
didn't have to shut down production for 4 hours to dehydrate your actor.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's like at all.
Okay, so that happens, and I think we see how does Audrey the Bull respond?
Not great, friends.
I think you mean Boldry.
How does
Boldry.
Boldry handle this turn of events?
So Audrey's like having a fun bull in a china shop sort of time, like getting their anger out. Like
Mhm.
honestly, she's considering going into like lacrosse or like field hockey after this
Yeah.
because like clearly girl's got some aggression.
Yeah.
But she does hear Harold's war cry, if that's what you're gonna call it.
Yeah.
And like she sees this go down. Boulder sees this go down. And I think she's gonna react the way you expect a bull to react to that sort of situation. And I would like to gore the Shadow Hound, please.
Yeah, please do that.
I'm gonna do this. What am I rolling?
Bod?
A bod, and I want to say red at this point.
Yeah, red makes sense.
Alright. 2 6s.
And I'm going to give you +2 because you're a big-ass bull.
This is her fight song.
I definitely needed that.
And you're gonna hear her
7.
roar.
You got a 7 with the +2?
With the +2, I got a 7. See, we're not rolling great.
Okay. No, that's cool. So...
That's a conditional
okay.
success, yeah.
So you trade conditions basically. So you take a condition and this Shadowhound takes a condition. So you gore it, like you get it with like one horn, but it's able to like contort itself and bite at like your other shoulder, the one that doesn't have a scar.
Cool.
And so it's like ripping into your other shoulder. But we haven't really talked about how transformation works. And so I'm going to say that your bull shape has the condition in its bod that it is all torn up.
That's fine.
When the bull shape goes away, we'll see if that goes away or not.
Copy that. And
I feel like that should be a roll. Like whether she can. Yeah.
It definitely makes.
I think there's definitely some fictional positioning to say that might go away when you get out of your bull shape.
Yeah, and it makes it. Yeah, it's she's made of bronze or iron.
Are you made of bronze, or are you just like a big bull?
I thought that she had taken the form of the literal bull.
You are a bull statue.
The bull statue.
So there's like some torn, sheared bronze, like
just
it's
to
like
keep our
scarred
rating
up
down.
and ripped. Yeah. So it's not like meat hanging there. It's like bronze, all torn up. Like you could see the gouges in it. What does Kaz do?
When Kaz sees Audrey getting toe up, they're like, okay, what you got? To the darkness.
Oh, okay. It says, show me your enemies.
And Kaz just like closes their eyes and kind of pictures like the wizards, whatever, the Wizengamot, the pictures the council down below, and also the remaining. Is it just one bull left, or did we?
The Shadowhound.
Shadowhound. There's one. Yeah, it's currently stuck on Audrey's horn.
Okay, so Kaz is mostly focused on the bad guys, but also on the Shadowhound.
Okay, so green flame bursts from your hands, and courses out through the Shadowhound, like lancing it in half, and then crashes into the door beyond, knocking it off the hinges. And you mark tempted on. You already have tempted on red, right?
Yes.
So you would have to mark tempted on another emotion.
Okay. I would say probably orange because that was very aggressive.
Yeah.
How close am I to being totally fucked now?
What's your psych?
A 8.
So you can have 4 of those. You'll be fine.
Okay.
A little dab will do ya. You'll be fine.
Yabba dabble do ya.
Yeah. So this like green flame lashes out and blasts the door off its hinges, going through the Shadow Hound. What do you all do?
I would like to no longer be a bull if possible before the. Actually, I might stay a bull for this.
The door
Communication's
seems to
a
be
little
out
rough.
of the way.
Yeah.
And Kaz says, "Nine mehr," which is German for no more.
Nice. What song starts playing when you do the dark magic?
Sorry, all I can think of is jokes. Like the Batman song from the Lego movie, Darkness.
Have we used like this corrosion yet?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay. So what about like this corrosion as the door melts?
Yeah.
Nice.
All I could think of was that green jelly, Three Little Pigs.
I don't know that one.
That's
It's
definitely
like-
one of the joke ones.
It's early 90s. Very weird, but yeah,
It's so good though. All right.
it is. Little pig, let me in.
Oh, I remember now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that scene cuts as the door gets melted away. How is it Boldry busting into the ritual chamber as a bull?
I think that's what's gonna happen.
How
next.
the next scene opens? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Boom, baby.
So I'll explain. I'll describe the room because Zach hasn't seen it yet. So you get in here, and I think the camera opens up inside the room, and we see the unicorn held in stasis. It's sort of floating, like with its front hooves sort of turned as if its weight would be resting on its side, but its rear hooves are faced towards the ground, and it appears to be unconscious or asleep. And it's floating in this like green energy that's just siphoning up into the roof. There are these pillars with sigil work all like covered on them, but they're made out of like materials you would have in the 40s. So it's like steel and different like marble plating, like marble covering, right? Where the sigil work is carved into. And all around there's a circular area, but it's still grating. And below there is like a big pad of marble that has more sigil work into it. And so this whole thing is a focusing chamber for dark magic. Clearly what they used like back when they were uncovering how dark magic worked. Yes.
Is the color of green the same color as the flame that just came out of Kaz?
Yes. Yeah.
They are sinking down to the ground and in a dissociative fugue.
Okay.
That's fine. This is fine.
Yeah, it's like a sickly green, like what they use when they want to show like a toxic disaster color.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of that toxic
Like
Avenger
a
green.
lime green.
Secrets of the Ooze.
Yeah, Secrets of the Ooze lime green with like dark shadowy like wisps sort of floating through it.
Dave, how dare.
Yeah.
I'm in
and-
this picture and I don't like it.
and they're all like they're in a circle, and it appears that their chant is not working super efficiently. Like someone is not putting in everything they need to put in.
Yeah, Neil Sr. Sorry I
Um,
broke up with your son.
and but like at the head, at the opposite side from where you all enter, we see Frederick Larson with his robe, thrown back, and his face looks mad. His like eyes are gaunt. The green light is like giving him this almost like cartoonish look to his face.
Like a Wicked Witch kind of look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as he's chanting, and the swirling energy is like pulsing off of the unicorn, we see Boldry bust through the smaller little interior door, and it like goes flying and embeds itself into one of the pillars. What do you do?
Sidebar, has anyone read The Animorphs?
I have not.
Thank you. I just need to know that now.
What's that?
It was a children's series from like my childhood, and I realized this character, Audrey, I'm playing almost exactly like one of the leads from that. And I'm trying very hard not to repeat how that story ends for her.
Oh no, yeah, I do not know how the Animorphs work.
No.
It's a good series. It's just a bunch of books, so I don't recommend catching up. Cool. I don't suppose just charging into the circle with the people chanting would stop them from chanting, would it?
Zach takes his tape recorder, flips the volume all the way up, and plays back the recording that he's been collecting from the people up top. To try to interrupt and just be annoying.
Okay. Yeah. Is that like something you want to roll for, or is that
Sure.
Like a help action for
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else?
I mean,
Well, either to help or to maybe start inflicting a condition to start wearing away at what they're doing.
Yeah,
I think that Zach should definitely go first, because again, we all know how Audrey's going to interact with the situation.
She's literally a bull. Yeah.
She's literally a bull. She has 2 modes now.
I should have described it as China, but that's okay. Okay, so what? Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah.
How do you want to do that?
I want to infuse it so that it's not just playing from a little tape recorder. Like, I want it to sound much bigger than it normally would be. So that's probably a conjuration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm
Magic
feeling,
boombox.
Yeah.
I'm feeling optimistic actually, so that works very well.
Cool.
And that's mental.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not great. I'm gonna burn a heart.
Okay.
2 2s. 6 explode into a 10.
Oh wow. Okay. So so that's no consequences, and you do it. So this sounds like you are like putting a condition on the scene that's hindering the ritual.
Yeah.
So it's probably like screwing up their chanting, right? Like the
I think it's a loop of if I can turn back time and time after time. Just it should create like a disorienting, maddening.
Let's call it time warp
distortion. Let's do the time warp. Yeah.
I was just about to say, let's do the time warp again.
So we've got a time warp happening that's warping their chant.
Or it could be turn back time and time again, or turn back time after time.
Sure, you can say that. Turn back time after time. Okay, so we've got a condition on the scene that's like hindering their chanting, and so they're still trying to chant, but it's obviously the ritual, like the green thing that's holding the unicorn in stasis wobbles, right? Like it shudders, as if it's not holding the unicorn. It, like, you can see that the unicorn like is fighting back, but like through energy alone. Like every so often there's like a little burst of pearlescent light that sort of like blasts out the side of this stasis field that they've built. I think we go. I think we cut into like a close-up shot of Kaz. And there's a shadowy figure. Let me know if you're okay with this, but a shadowy figure steps in front of Kaz, like on camera. It's clear to the audience that they're not there, but they are very much there to Kaz.
Right.
And they kneel down and they say, "Do not worry. You are in good hands. I can help you. I can give you everything you want."
I'm going to assume the literative device that, or the film device that, when people are having private conversations in languages that are not English,
Yeah.
that they are still just in English for the benefit of the audience.
Sure.
Okay. With no accent. So, I'm sorry. You said, "Do not fear, you're in good hands." What was the last sentence?
I can help you. I can give you everything you want.
What I want is not to have this kind of darkness in my life.
But the darkness, that is a consequence of your cultural understanding of this ability I've given you. I've simply given you power. It's darkness or what you make of it. That is up to you.
What's your name? Sorry, I didn't mean, to answer that question.
Randy.
Nick. No, I am a shade with many names.
And that's why I don't trust you. Because I just have the one name. And I need to keep it clear.
I do not. Hold on, I'm thinking. He doesn't make that face.
Yeah. That's fair. We're writing as we're acting. It's
Yeah.
fine.
What's the gross domestic product of the darkness?
The power is yours to do with what you wish. I relinquish it to you. Get up, save your friends, stay here, let it wither. All are your choices.
You won't try to.
Am but a source. You are an instrument.
You won't try to
Wield
turn.
it how- Oh, go ahead.
You won't try to turn me further.
I only grant you what you need and ask for.
That's not what I asked.
I have no need of an instrument that cannot make decisions for itself. This power, should you take it, is yours to do with as you wish. Claim whatever it is you want, what you need. Take it. It's right there. I'll gladly help you. But no, I will not lead your actions. I will not tell you what to do. You have plenty of wants and desires, plenty of needs to drive your need for power. Come to me when you're ready, when you want it. It's there. And then he goes to flicker away.
So you hear the beginning strains of Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin as Kaz stands up doing the superhero rise from the floor with green flames coming out of their hands, and they just shoot it at the baddies.
Okay. Yeah. This green fire like flies out, and what do you want to happen?
I mean, I want to free Peter or not, is it Peter or is it a different unicorn?
No,
just
it's a different
unicorn.
unicorn.
I want to free the unicorn, and I want to get the baddies off my friends.
Okay.
And like maybe corral them into like one little place so we can be like, bye, and scamper away.
So I think it hits them in that like way that wire work happens, and so like these blasts of green flame like hit the couple nearest you, and they like go flying up into the air and do like a twist and land on their buddies.
Nice. And it's like dominoes.
Yeah. And the chanting stops, and you can see this like opalescent bursts of energy are flying out of the unicorn as it's trying to escape its bonds. And you have to mark another tempted condition.
Fuck. Sorry, can that be our fuck?
It's not a
Yeah.
character, so you're fine.
I'm gonna put that on Violet. Cause
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, this is not great. I can't take another one unless we're.
I
gonna
mean,
try and
technically
rescue.
you can take one more before you're taken out, because if your fifth one takes you out.
Okay.
So you're fine.
Yeah, you're
Fine.
fine. Take all
This
you
is
need.
Fine. This is fine.
This is fine.
That's a week at the Mayo Clinic. You'll be fine.
Okay, so what does Audrey do? What does Boldry do?
Boldry is okay. I feel like we're not going to do another murder. However, Audrey is a bull.
Yeah.
I think Audrey's only mode right now is disrupt.
Okay.
So she's going to continue doing what bulls do best, and
Fuck shit up.
just fucking shit up.
Okay. Are
Her
you going
goal
to try
is-
to destroy this like ritual chamber?
Yeah.
Because you've got
I
some
would like-
pillars.
I would like to ruin everything, please.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead.
I would
Go
like to
ahead
do a
and-
sabotage, please.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to ruin everything.
Hashtag roll to ruin everything.
I
Hold
want
on.
to say I'm rolling red or rolling orange. I don't know. I don't think I moved since the last one.
Yeah, red sounds about right to ruin everything.
Roll to
Yeah.
ruin everything.
That's pure rage.
Yeah, she's first of all, like people came after her friends, and she doesn't know what the green light is because she's a bull, but she doesn't like it.
Mhm.
I honestly don't know how much sanity bulls have right now. Like how much transformation like you get to keep brain.
I think you are you, except you are raging. You are seeing red. You are doing the bull thing. So I think the benefit of the bull here is that a normal person wouldn't be able to run and knock down one of these pillars, but you are a bull.
I would like to reroll, please.
Yeah, go for it. You got some heart?
I'm running out real fast. I got a 3 and a 1. I got a 5. 5 is fine, right? 5 is fine.
Yeah, a 5 will do it.
it's
But
not
it's a mixed
dodging.
success. So I think this was a load bearing
Oh God!
pillar.
Hi, I'm here to ruin everything.
And so you have ruined everything. The ceiling starts to fall. Like parts of the ceiling start crumbling as this pillar comes down. So I think you are caught on the other side of some rubble. Like you were stuck on the far side of the room with the dark magic cult and Neil Sr., who is a member. And everyone else is on this side, and the unicorn is in the center of the room, who is still in a stasis field. But this disruption has caused all of the like time warping, reality warping stuff from upstairs to be more localized, and so you are seeing weird fissures pop up you're seeing different places and things, and it almost feels like personal, like it's drawing on the people in the room.
Oh no.
And so like the places you're seeing, like every once in a while you'll see through a fissure, and it'll be like a place you recognize. Like
Okay.
it's out of time, like the warping doesn't fit, right? And so what do you all do?
Where is Larson at this moment?
He's getting up.
I walk over to him. Is he on his knees or is he like standing? Like, what's his sitch?
I think as you get over to him, he's standing up.
What did you lose, Fred?
I lost a friend.
Zach rolls up his sleeve. I lost a mother.
And I think he says, I know. And I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. You're just hurt. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done this. You would know this is not what she would want.
That's naive. We can still make it. It doesn't have to be in vain.
It already is.
It's my fault. The place she went, the things she did to try to help us back then is why she became the way she was. It's why she got tempted in the first place. It's why she lost herself.
Did you love her?
That's not really important.
If you did, you wouldn't be doing this. I love her. That's why I know I could just reach into that darkness and just fix all of this. Every night. It's right there. I just have to ask. All I have to say is yes, fix it, and all of this would be gone. You think I don't want that? But what would that make me? What would all of this have been for? What have you become? So if you ever cared for her, if that was ever real, you would stop. Fix it the right way. Fix it the way she died for. Can I roll a sway, or is this not that kind of scene? Okay.
Yeah, roll sway.
5.
Okay, so it's a mixed success. So he shoves you through a fissure.
I go with him.
And you are standing on a on a street. And I think he says, in about 5 minutes, a car's gonna come down this road, and it's not gonna notice the deer.
Why are you showing me this?
We can fix everything.
I really tried, Fred. I really tried. Zach's gonna put a hand on Fred's shoulder and pop him away.
And it cuts back to the inside of the chamber, and Zach and Fred are gone. They fell through a fissure. Neil Sr.'s getting up, and he's like, "We've got to get out of here. This place is coming down."
Yeah, let us get the unicorn and we'll go.
And he's like, with Fred gone, he's able to like rip the ritual down. Or actually, you know what? I think it's more interesting if he can't and he needs help. And the other two are like knocked out from their wirework blast.
I think that's Harold's time to like come like kind of like limping down the stairs a little bit, right? Like with the strategically like tiny cut right here that's not actually bleeding very much, but it's just right there. And he like walks into the room. He sees all this shit going on. He just takes the unicorn dagger that he's still holding on to for dear life and like walks up to the flame circle and just like stabs it and tries to like cut a hole in it. Like just like somebody's like a slasher movie trying to go through a tent.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
And so it's like, it hits it like a ship hitting atmosphere.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like sparking and burning away as this like opal, sparks are coming off of it. And you're like dragging through it. Do you want to roll to try to overpower the ritual?
I'd prefer just to narrate that, but I will.
You know what? I'm okay with it. No.
I mean, I'll totally roll something. It's fine. I don't know what you'd want me to roll. Bod?
Probably bod.
Now, if I have a condition on that, what is that?
Oh, then you can only roll your emotion.
Okay. All right, here we go. Lucky. A 5?
Yeah, 5 will do it.
Okay. I was like, do I need an 8?
You're gonna take a condition. You're gonna take a condition on glam because the sparks burn off the rest of your cool clothes. Not like naked, but like they burn up and ruin the rest of your cool clothes.
Okay.
But
so
yeah,
I'm like
you're able.
I'm in my skivvies. What?
No, like whatever you want. Like your outfit is completely destroyed.
Okay, fair.
Just like ruined, not like you're naked unless you want to be. And so yeah, you start carving your way through this thing, and Neil Sr. Unless does Kaz want to help with this?
Absolutely.
Okay. So it takes a little more energy to pull it apart, but I think it'd be cool if Kaz like stepped up alongside to be like, "We got this."
Yeah, and just kind of like,
I can do this.
So like it sort of rips back, like peeling back a curtain, and you can see that the unicorn is gonna fall. What does Boldry do?
I think this might be the time Boldry needs to no longer be a bull.
Yeah.
I don't know how to undo it. Is that another?
Do you wanna roll bod and see if your condition goes away when you come out of your bull form?
Yeah,
Walk
I
it
will
off.
roll bod. That's just the one die, right?
And whatever emotion you feel about it.
Like I'm not happy about it. We'll go with I'm gonna go with blue because I feel like it's the closest to stressed, but that's still a D4. And also, I assumed that the condition I took when taking out, ruining everything, was trapped on the other side of the.
Yeah.
Rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're stuck over there.
Well, that's a 5.
Okay. So I think you can rewrite it as you change forms. So like you can put it on a different trait if you want. Like maybe it damaged your clothes or it did something else. Like
I'll take it to glam.
So like I think you're like, oh wow, my shoulder's fine, and then we like see you from behind, and there's this giant gouge out of your coat or whatever, or your dress is like all messed up on the back. So do we see you like running in to catch the?
Yeah, I think she's gonna have to jump in to try to grab the unicorn, catch the unicorn as it falls. How far is the unicorn off the ground?
It's probably like 2-3 feet off the ground.
Oh, I mean, it could roll with it just fine. But
yeah, but you could do one of your like spend a heart to carry something heavy.
Also, do unicorns weigh the same amount as horses?
Yeah, they're like Clydesdales.
We've established Audrey can carry a unicorn if she needs to, as long as it's young.
But this isn't a juvenile unicorn. This is
she did pick up and throw a forklift.
That is true.
Okay, so
she's done some weird things with her powers. Yeah, I mean, like, it seems appropriate to try to catch it. Actually, I would really like to see if I can, because the whole place is coming down.
Yeah.
I really want to see if I can do something preemptive to keep a door from closing. Like,
sure.
To make sure we can stay. We have an escape route. Also, where the heck is Zach?
Yeah. So you say that, and where is Zach?
Shall I roll for the dimensional hop first?
Sure.
Okay. I swear I did not plan this. I rolled the 6. And on the 6, it's I find someone lost. Do I bring them back?
Shit.
It really is a 6. I will tilt my camera if I have to.
No. I believe you.
That was
so
crazy.
Okay, I believe you.
So, you're standing before Bastion.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that instead of like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have Fred with me?
Yeah. You and Fred are standing in front of Bastion.
Okay.
He's I think you're in like a study, and there's like a very dim light. Like there's a gloom here that eats up light, but there's a very little bit of light here in this study, and you see Bastion, which you've seen his picture on the back of your book before, or at least Seymour's when you stole it from him, and but he looks different, like twisted, like part of him is gnarled, like how the Shadowhounds look, right? Like he's part shadow, and I think it's like a reveal, right? Like he turns to look at you, and you see the shadow part of his face, and he says, "Ah, Frederick, you found me this time. Your friend couldn't bring me back last time. Will this one be able to?"
No, I leave.
You just leave Fred there with him?
Yeah.
Nice.
I really love that could have been so much more dramatic.
Awesome. Where do you go?
I'm going to try and go back to that moment through the fissure.
Okay.
Now that I have the location and a feel for the time for it, can I make another pop roll?
I think you can just go by spending a heart if you want, if you don't want to roll.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I will go ahead and do that.
Let me check in because it is 10:10. Is everybody okay with going late since it's our finale?
Yep.
I could go a little late, but not super late.
Okay.
Same.
We'll be cognizant and try to cut through. Okay. So where does Zach end up?
I picture Zach ending up in the passenger seat of an old sedan, Freebird is playing on the radio. In the driver's seat is a young-looking Asian woman. And initially there's silence. It doesn't seem like she is surprised at my presence. And after some moments pass, I just say, I really missed you, Mom. And we can cut back to that.
Okay. So it cuts back to the crumbling room. How do you all escape?
Our escape plan is no longer here. Do any of these holes in the dimensions look like places we've either been before or are it current in time?
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome if like one just popped up at like it's just upstairs, right? Like it's just like you see the dance happening like from earlier in the night.
At the risk of this being completely not the right dimension, I think it's time to go.
If you guys need Erin to do something, she's...
Actually,
Yes, Erin has.
yes, Erin should do something
As
now.
soon as we get upstairs, I think it's time for Erin to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, does that look great to everyone else?
Yes, we just have to get out of the way of ourselves so that we don't affect ourselves in the
Right.
future, which is now.
Like Back to the Future.
Wait, is this actually okay? Whatever. Audrey and I assume Audrey grabs Harold and Kaz's hands and just drags them through the
What
portal.
about the unicorn?
The unicorn can follow us, I assume.
Yeah, once you get it out of the stasis thing, it can walk.
Okay.
Um,
Come on.
Neil, oh shoot! Can I
I
go
think
back
Neil
for
Sr.
the?
is attempting to drag the other two.
Can I go back for them?
Sure.
Cool.
So you
Do I have to
come out
roll
with
to-
them, and the unicorn comes out, and then you look back and you can see that Neil Sr. is struggling to carry the other two cultists through.
Do I have to roll to try to carry both cultists?
If there's a question of who goes first, it's you. So you can definitely get in there and go get them.
Yeah, that's. She's gonna go back for them.
Do you have any heart left?
I have one heart left.
You could definitely spend a heart to just say, yeah, I can just throw both of them over my shoulder and get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
So Neil's like, don't worry, you'll get out of here, and you just like pick them both up. and he's
She's gonna
like, oh,
Did you
okay.
forget? I tore a tire off of him earlier.
That's right. I forgot. And he's like, all right then. And he just like follows you out. And Erin runs up and she's like, you just left. What happened? You're back so soon? Oh, is it time?
Oh, the time. This kind of time loop. I'm okay with it, by the way.
Here's what we need you to do. We need you to make. What did he give her? What did Zach?
Yeah.
So
I
she-
left it open-ended.
So she pulls
Oh.
out a walkie-talkie, and she's like, "Go Team 6!" And like Men in Black type people like start moving into the room, and like dealing with all of the problems.
As I say, in about, I want to say 10 minutes, the whole place is going to start crumbling, and that's when everyone needs to get out.
Yeah.
But they need to do something first, and I'm sure that's probably when the when you see like Zach get onto the stage to start the song with the recorder.
We have to go now.
We have to finish what we're doing. We'll see you in, I assume, 10 minutes. So
Nice.
that loop is closed, I think.
Yeah, so the loop closes, like the time loop closes. You all make it out, and there's like, when you get outside, the party is no longer happening out there, and there is now just like a bunch of like Men in Black doing their containment situation when there's a dark magic problem, so that like people are being like ushered away and they're forgetting why they were there, and it's sort of handled. And I think we cut to all of you in like a debrief room. And this is where we can get like epilogues, as they're like, so what happened next?
I returned Peter to the forest, and life went on, much as it had before. But there's like this little dark shadow behind their eyes, and like you can see this like image of the dude kind of superimposed over their shoulder.
Nice.
If you will let me, Dave,
Mhm.
Audrey is sort of chipper because I assume this is a couple days later.
Yeah.
Or
This
not?
is days later.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's been focusing on the wrong parts of the story. Harold and I are going out, I think, next week. I have to check my schedule. It's been crazy since I switched to field
Heart.
hockey, but
Yeah.
it's been crazy since I switched to field hockey. She's like clearly not talking about anything that happened that happened during this thing. Although I haven't seen have we seen Zach since we left him behind? Although we haven't seen Zach since that night. I assume we'll have to go look for him.
Can the camera pan over and Zach is there? Just
I had a
got there,
different-
or do you have a different?
I have a different idea, but I can take
Okay.
my turn when.
No, that's cool. So, what does Harold say what happened next?
Well, I think Harold is just like super proud of the whole how well the party went off. So like that's the whole debrief he's giving. It's like, oh yeah, have you seen? And then like he suddenly just starts doing the dance, and then like one of the agents also starts doing the dance, like just because it's spread everywhere and it's super popular now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like that. But I will say that Harold is wearing like Toro's field hockey t-shirt and jeans.
I love that so much.
Nice. That's awesome. So what happened to Zach?
I think we cut back to the car. They're in like a dilated, suspended time where time hasn't stopped. It's moving, but just very slowly. There's a deer that's in the road. Zach and his mother actually say very little. It's more just there's so much to say and there's just not enough words. And when it comes close to time, she just leans over, holds him very tightly. Finish what I started. I love you. Zach begins to cry, realizing he can't stop this. He can't pull his mother out because she's tempted. He pops out of the car, away from the accident because he doesn't want to listen or watch. When he's a safe enough distance, he plays the recorder because the plan was to listen to that song and use that as a beacon back to his time and place. But when he plays back, he realizes he left the recorder in record mode, taping over the music and recording only the conversation with his mother. He can't go back. He lives the remaining years in that timeline. And he doesn't see the group again until he's a much older man. But to the group, he was only gone a week.
Okay.
Just endgame us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So sad.
And I think that is the end of our finale
Yeah.
of our first season
Hopefully, maybe.
series.
First
Maybe
season.
it's like
Maybe it's a season
maybe
Of-
it's just maybe it's a series.
I feel
of
like,
Lighthearted.
but we have a
What's-
song to play.
Yeah. Well, so what song plays over the credits?
Don't you forget about me.
Oh yeah.
I think that's okay. Can I?
Yeah.
I think the scene actually closes. They've been let out of the debrief, and they're doing the cute walk. They're all walking out, and Audrey points out that she has to go to work because she has not given up all of her shit. And they're all sitting around at Debbie's diner, you know, hanging out, doing magic, whatever. And that's when Zach comes in as an old man.
Well, not old man, just old, like a few years
Like
older.
2
Like,
years. He'd be like
okay.
2, 3
the
years
amount of
older.
time, yeah, like since the accident with my mom, I had to keep the timeline pure, so it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
he
you had
comes
to
back
relive
in.
it.
Oh, Jesus.
I now have a full head of hair though.
Yeah, he comes in and they sort of do they have the little reunion, and they end the "Don't You Forget About Me" as it closes with them on the diner, having the reunion.
Nice.
A little more uplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And the camera like pulls out of Debbie's diner and like backs down the street. And like we get the aerial shot of like Elco in the background, and the credits roll. Don't You Forget About Me plays, and that's our show.
Oh.
Yay!
Consider me Orson Welles in the crowd.
Who's doing this though? Like, who's doing that at the end of?
It's Zach.
It's Zach. It's definitely Zach.
And it's just him asking for more food, but he's making the Judd Nelson.
Yeah, like,
He's like, "Can I get a?"
I'm starving.
Well, thank you so much for watching. That's the conclusion of St. Elco's Fire Season 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the game of Lighthearted, you can go back the Kickstarter starting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. That's Tuesday, January 26th at 9 a.m. PST. If you're listening to this later, it's probably live. Go
10
to
hours and 40 minutes.
10 hours
From
and
right
40
now.
minutes. Go to
little
lighthearted.games and back now. Go get the game. It's awesome. I
it's
love it.
so fun, guys.
Use your finger guns
Finger guns.
if you're that kind of gay.
Or even not. We just talked about this.
Gonna get those cuffed jeans. You just wait. All right. If you want to catch up on past episodes, you can go to happyjacks.org/shows and watch all the cool APs on the Happy Jacks network. And I already talked about Lighthearted. If you want to follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty much going to be talking about the Lighthearted Kickstarter for a month. But come hang out anyways. We'll have some cool content there at Kurt Potts on Twitter. And I'm going to throw it to everybody else if you have anything else to say or plug or talk about. Dave, you go first.
Aha! I'm sorry. I don't know why. I got Orson Welles in my head, so I came at it like that famous drunk commercial for Parmesan champagne. If you haven't ever seen it, Google it because it's the most hilarious thing. He's literally just drunk off his ass, sitting at a table, and there's other actors with a bottle of champagne, and like they have to prod him to be like, "Orson, action!" And he's like, "Ah, champagne." Anyway, first off, thanks to everybody here because this has been awesome, and I've really enjoyed telling a story with y'all. Second thing, you better go join me on adding my pledge to the Kickstarter tomorrow morning. Whatever number I'm on. There will be a new show coming up to take this slot. I don't know how much information I can give out about it, but I'm not the GM. I just know some stuff. But it's not going to pick up right next week, I don't think. But keep your eyes on happyjacks.org/schedule to see when that's going to appear. In the meantime, there's the alternate Monday show of Stone Top, which is charming fantasy. Like just a little story about a little town, and it's fun to listen to. Anyway, I'm not part of that show. I just get to enjoy it like everybody else. But aside from that, everybody be safe, happy, healthy, long distance hugs to everybody.
Oh, thank you. Clara.
Hi. This has been a really great way to spend my Mondays, and now I'm all sad that we're done. I played Audrey, and I was the jock, and I feel really blessed that I've gotten to play Lighthearted a lot in all of its iterations, partially because, I don't know, the person who casts these things is like, I think Clara would like a bright, colorful game about magic and urban fantasy. That seems like a thing we should put Clara in, which, yes, duh. I am all over the internet as clearly _golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case I'm mermaid _clarity. However, if you follow me on Twitter, everything gets cross-posted because I'm lazy. I yell a lot about D&D and tabletop in general. I can't even think of anything else I do right now. In fact, I think all my other stuff's winding down. Mostly, sometimes I get drunk and stream me drawing art on Twitch, and it's a really time. It's a time. So I highly recommend you tune in when I do that, which will probably start alternating Mondays because I'm not doing anything right now.
Nice.
But yeah, best place to follow me is clearly _golden on Twitter for whatever the hell happens next.
Nice. Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire. You can find me in all the places at CBDubs, SEE, Bravo EE, Delta UB, Bravo S. And if you enjoyed Kaz's story and Kaz's presentation, I highly recommend you check out genderspectrum.org, which is an organization that specifically supports trans and non-binary youth. And I just want to say that I had a great time. I fell in love with this game, and I'm sad that it's over. And I hope we do another chapter at some point in the future.
Yeah.
How about we bring it to the 90s? No. I mean, if we do it next year, the game has to start in 1990 because this last one was 1989.
No, it was 87.
Oh, was it 87?
Yeah.
We still have to finish the semester.
Oh God, we have to finish.
It's only
the
been
semester.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Time.
Time.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, thank you, Claire. Joe.
Hi, everybody. I am Joe. I played Zach. I hope you enjoyed a lot of the choices Zach was making. If not, let's arm wrestle. We'll hatch it out. We'll figure it out. I made a lot of those decisions going into it to create a character that was somewhere on the ADD, ADHD adult spectrum. If you have any questions about that, or if you felt it was not appropriately handled, please let me know. Let's have a discussion about that. I hope it was a lighthearted, see what I did, a way to introduce these kinds of characters to, number one, raise awareness, and number two, to remind people that we are human. And a lot of these struggles for us are real. And I hope you've enjoyed watching Zach's arc in this series.
He had the most archy arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely know that I enjoyed it, and I just want to say thank you to all of you for being awesome players, especially in this really loose narrative game where so much of the story relies on your choices. So I could not have had a better crew for this 15 episodes. So thank you so much for that. And we will maybe see you later. Bye.